Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got a match played at the United Cup. We've got a match between Nicolas, Jarry, and it was originally going to be Stefanos Tsitsipas, but now it's going to be another Greek player who has a very difficult to pronounce name, but I'll try my best. Also named Stefanos, by the way. Also named Stefanos, another Greek player, but his name is Stefanos Sakellaridis, which I'm probably completely butchering, but that's what the name is. But we're going to be covering it anyway. We're covering it anyway. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Another Stefanos or not, we're going to be covering tennis. This guy is number 416 in the world. He's going to be playing against a top 10 player. Because welcome to United Cup. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Okay, I don't think this scoreboard is going to show, so let me take away this one. Tsitsipas versus Jarry. But what's up? Anthony here. Anthony Hirsch on the call. What's up, guys? You guys ready for some tennis? Match is not... the match isn't canceled. The match is not canceled, but it's just going to be another player stepping in. It's going to be another player stepping in. That's fine. It's all good. We're good. I've never seen Sakellaridis play. I want to see Sakellaridis play. I've seen Tsitsipas play many times. All right, the screen is just going to be purple for a second as I get the scoreboard on here. Hopefully, tennis24.com, whatever scoreboard that we usually use, has the other match on. Let me see. Sakellaridis, Jarry, that's what we're waiting for. We'll get the scoreboard on. We'll get the scoreboard going. For now, let me do this, I guess. That's fine. Keep it with this. But what's up, everyone? Let's see who we got in the chat. What's up, Tom? It's a bit late. I'm working tomorrow. Oh, got you. No problem. Glad for you to be stopping by anyway for a second, even to say hi. What's up? Quality Shot Tennis fans, members, everyone. Good to have you in here. Hey, Joseph. What's up? What's up? Steph withdrew. Another Steph is taking place instead of first Steph. Dutchie, thank you for the update. I appreciate it, Dutchie. Another Steph. Steph number 2. Steph number 2 taking on Nicolas Jarry from Chile. We love it. From Chile. We love it. We love it. What's up, Miguel? Good to have you. Hey, what's up, Ghost? You were first. Okay. You called it. You're first. What's up, Juice? What's up, Dutchie? But the match is not canceled. I would go with other Steph. Anthony all the way. Yeah, I'm just going to say Stefanos. Tsitsipas dropped out. Yeah, Steph's out. Steph is out. Tsitsipas withdrew. We're waiting for the scoreboard to update with the new Steph's name. What's up, guys? I'm Anthony Hirsch. Don't forget to subscribe. Quality Shot Tennis. If you're new, we do play-by-play. We do tennis content. We've got a podcast. We do everything you want. We got multiple commentators. Later on in the day, Bianca, a new commentator on the Quality Shot Tennis channel, she's going to be doing the Raducanu match, Raducanu Ruse. And also, David is going to be doing the Rafa Nadal versus Dominic Thiem match, which is why it's so good having multiple commentators, because I'm from the U.S., and it is 3:30 in the morning where I'm at. So that when that match would be. So that's good. I caught a bad case of Sakellaridis once after a long weekend at the beach. Very itchy. It sounds bad. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. It sounds bad. It sounds really bad. Tsitsipas versus Jarry. I'm waiting for the scoreboard to show up, but it's okay. Scoreboards will update. Let me see if I can find one. Jarry, Sakellaridis. We'll get something going. We'll get something going. Anthony, my man can't see the score. Okay, I appreciate you. Yeah, I can't find a scoreboard for the Sakellaridis. I'll keep the Tsitsipas one on for now, but I don't think that's what it's going to be. I'll keep the Tsitsipas one on and then do the Sakellaridis. When is the new match? They're practicing. Both players are warming up at the moment. They are serving at the moment. Nicolas Jarry is 19th in the world. He will be playing the 416th ranked player in the world. But you never know. Listen, crazy things could happen. Listen, Donna Vekic, she's like top 20, top 25 in the world. She was pushed to 3 sets at United Cup yesterday by somebody ranked 539th in the world. 3-hour match. So you never know. Crazy things can happen at United Cup. Sakellaridis is 6'5" and only 19 years old. Thank you, Ghost, for that info. I don't know much about him, so if you have info about this kid, please shout. But both players are warming up. We'll have a live play-by-play of everything going down. If I'm going to predict the scoreline, I think Jarry is going to win the match in straight sets pretty comfortably, just because I don't know who this other guy is. But Jarry is also 6'5". He's pretty tall. Just judging by height, it could be a bit of a big serving contest. Jarry has a big serve. We'll see. We will see. It's hard to say at the moment. But yeah, Jarry needs to win, by the way, to keep Chile in the tournament. If Jarry loses, then Chile is out of the tournament. If he wins, then it goes to a mixed doubles match. And if Chile can win, then Greece, it's going to be tough for Greece to pull through. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Greece plays Canada tomorrow. He played United Cup last year. I thought I saw his name there, just with the other Greek names, Sakellaridis, Tsitsipas, Sakellaridis, because last year I think they had 2 singles, right? They had 2 men's, 2 women's, and then a mixed. This year they just have 1 singles for women's, 1 singles for men's, and then a mixed. I don't know how I feel about it, but I like this tournament in general. I think it's cool to have a United event. Last year we were seeing a lot more like wild names we hadn't heard of very much. This year, they've kind of made it really, really high up names, which is kind of cool. Why is Tsitsipas not playing? I need to see more info about it. Tsitsipas looked like he wanted to go to the beach than to play. Fair enough. But I think it's an injury. All right, play starting up. Let me see if I can find a scoreboard for the match here. But yeah, Tsitsipas is not playing. It's going to be Jarry. Here we go. All right, cool. All right, let me put the scoreboard up. Put the scoreboard up. Should I get this one? All right, Jarry to serve first, by the way. All right, here we go. All right, cool. But yeah, guys, welcome in. Welcome in. Jarry taking on Greek player Sakellaridis. Very good chance for Jarry to get a win here. Very good chance for a straight sets win. Listen, these guys at the top of the tour, I mean, these are all great players, even when you get to 300th, 400th in the world. But they don't have the consistency of a guy like Nicolas Jarry. On their best day, they might play amazing tennis, but they don't have the consistency of Jarry. Jarry always has to be on his game. He's playing top 80, top 70 players. Jarry's going to feel good coming into this match. The ranking difference is so wide. Top 20 player taking on a player not even in the top 400 in the world. So, which is Sakellaridis ranking ATP 416. Hey, what's up, Ashley? Good to have you in here. Good to have you in here. But yeah, for anybody who's just joining in, Tsitsipas is not playing. It's going to be another Stefanos, another Greek player named Sakellaridis. I'm just going to call him Steph in the play-by-play to make it easier on myself, obviously. Back into the forehand of Jarry. That just goes out. 3-15. Already a fist bump from Stefanos. Sakellaridis played Futures in April, Shanghai Challenger, and Futures in October. He retired at each tournament. Other than that, a lot of ITF. It looks like that's kind of weird. Retired at every tournament. Okay. Well, he's still young, so I guess that can be the case. Body still adapting to the high level of the tour. 30-15 for Jarry. He's serving. Jarry with the serve. Jarry, serve. Down the tee. That goes out. Second serve. Kick serve. Backhand of Stefanos. That goes out. 4-15. 4-15. What's up, Ghosty? What's up, Dutchy? Joseph, your boy Fritz looked lost last night. Yeah, I know. Against Demonor. Demonor played really well. Demonor seems to just maximize in Australia. Whether it's United Cup, ATP Cup. This guy just plays amazing in Australia. Demonor loves team tournaments, even Laver Cup. Demonor loves team events. He loves that passion, that energy. 1-0 for Jarry, by the way. I wonder if Tsitsipas having health issues. Yeah, he just said he's not ready to play. He's not prepared. Tsitsipas wasn't prepared to play. And, yeah, want to call this anyway. See if Jarry can keep Chile alive. Maybe Sakellaridis can pull some amazing upset. We should have a bit of a cheering for Sakellaridis to at least win a few games, do his thing. But it's Jarry with the who's the big favorite for sure. See what Sakellaridis can do. Hey, what's up, Cam? Get to 5 quality shot tennis memberships. Thank you, Cam. Thanks for watching along. Yeah, we got the Jarry match. Tsitsipas pulled out, but we're still calling it. What's up, Cam? Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Cam, man. 1-0 for Jarry. Let me know if you got a membership. There you go. Don't forget, you can always join for a Quality Shot Tennis membership. Get the perks. It really helps us out on the channel. Very cool. Join button down below. All right, let's see what his serve is like. Sakellaridis, Stefanos. He's a tall guy. Let's see how he serves, right? 6'5". Thanks, Cam. Hi, Cam. Hey, Cam. Happy New Year, Quality Shot fam. Yeah, Happy New Year, Cam. New Year, more tennis, right? 2024. 2024. Cam, let us know who's winning the Olympics. Cam, who's winning the Olympics? Predictions. Predictions, please. Who is winning the Olympics? Forehand, Sakellaridis. The backhand of Jarry. Backhand of Jarry. Sorry, backhand of Sakellaridis. That's in the net. Left 15. Left 15. Red shirt versus blue shirt. A lot of colors on the court. Ah, that's so nice. You can. Yeah, absolutely. Fritz did seem kind of slower than usual. Look at his body position after serve. Seems a bit lackadaisical. Yeah. Yeah, I felt that. Fritz's movement has never been a strong suit, right? Like he can be a pretty good athlete, but just his movement getting up to shots. And yeah, yesterday it wasn't there. And against de Minaur, you have to be at your most physically intense all the way, or else the match is going to get away from you. De Minaur is an improved player for the last 12 months. Yeah. Stepping into the court more. Listen, he can be fast, but he was fast, but his defense wasn't really that effective against the top guys. He was being pushed way back. His balls were falling short. Now he's stepping into the court more. He likes playing fast. He likes being on top of the baseline. When he's able to defend, he can actually get a lot of depth on his shots and move forward. Yeah. Demon's doing well. 700 matches for you, Anthony. Let's see how many I do. Let's see how many I do. This is number 2. This is number 2 of the 2024 season. Really, the first one that I do well, I'm in 2024. So not the one I expected, but with Sakellaridis. I thought it was going to be Tsitsipas, but we'll take it. Forehand cross court to the forehand of Stefanos. Forehand Jarry to the backhand of Stefanos. Way up high. Jarry at the forehand to the backhand slice of Sakellaridis. That forehand goes out from Jarry. So 15-30. 15-30. Heck, I guess I'm rooting for Sakellaridis. It's the human tendency, right? You don't know a player. Let's see if, listen, Sakellaridis stunning upset. Who knows? Ride the Sakellaridis train. There you go. Let's see what Sakellaridis can do. First serve isn't even that strong. There's a lot of kick on that serve. This is a very young guy, 19 years old. Who knows? Maybe he's the next Tsitsipas. Kick serve. Needs to improve the serve, though, especially at his height. Backhand, cross court, backhand slice of Stefanos. Forehand Jarry moves in. Very central, though. Forehand volley, again, pretty central. Stefanos does put it away. It's a backhand volley winner. 15-40 for the Chilean. 15-40. You got Sakellaridis from rooting. You don't want that. No. Demon looks power, though. I don't know how he competes with Alcaraz or Sinner, for example. I feel like that Canada result is a bit of a fluke. No, I mean, de Minaur is the kind of player who can get a Masters 1000 final, in my opinion, but I just don't think he has enough for, like you said, Alcaraz or Sinner. Like, he's a guy who can get to a final, a semifinal, have some good results, but he's not going to be the super consistent guy who's beating top players. That's just not who Demon is at the moment anyway, but never know. See how he improves. I thought Canada was, it made sense. De Minaur's been around a while. He was top 15 in the world. Made enough sense. The whole Canada draw was definitely weird, though. I really want to watch Rafa, and of course, he's on at 3:30 a.m. The Aussie times are savage. Absolute savagery. Absolutely. Yeah, that match looks to be a blockbuster. People say that match is rigged, by the way. I mean, to be fair, there's a 1 in 6 chance of it happening. Like, that's not impossible. Like, you know what I mean? By the way, Jarry gets the break. Good break for Jarry. 2-0 for Nicolas Jarry with a good break early on. We'll see what Sakellaridis can do. It's very clear that Jarry has a good chance of winning this, say, like 6-2, 6-1 or something. We'll see if Sakellaridis puts up a fight. It's a good back and return off the serve. Another pretty central shot from Jarry, volley. That goes out. And it's a fist bump from Stefanos, which I do like. I do like the fist bumps. Trying to get some energy. Aussie swing is brutal for us in the Americas. Yeah. Well, I mean, Aussies have it tough when there's matches in the States. So I don't know if Cam's still watching, but I know he, or listening in, but I know that he would tell you it's brutal watching when stuff is in some parts of the US. Like, so we have it tough this time of the year, but I feel like a lot of the schedule for America isn't that bad. But yeah, this is definitely brutal. It's brutal. But during the Australian Open, I love staying up. One of my favorite memories watching tennis is 2017 Australian Open. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning for the Federer Nadal final, and I stayed up till 8:30 in the morning, and then I screamed when Federer got it. I was excited. So it can be fun. 15-all, Jarry at the line. Inside out, Jarry backhand. That's a good shot, cross court. It's a good backhand. Jarry has a good backhand, by the way. Jarry's got a solid backhand. Got a good two-hander. I'll look at Stefanos' game. Like I said, I've never seen him play before. This is a different Stefanos. So, by the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more tennis content from Quality Shot Tennis. We'll be here for the Nadal team match if that works in your time zone later in the day. Good serve down the tee. 3-0 for Nicolas Jarry, who gets the hold. Nicolas Jarry gets the hold. 3-0. There we go. It sure is, Ghosty. What time zone are you on? I'm in the EST, and it's brutal. Ashley, same. Pretty close, Eastern time. I agree, Anthony. If Vegas was putting out 1-6 odds, we'd all be millionaires. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's like, well, it's the, I don't know if you'd call it like confirmation bias, but it's like Brisbane draws came out, right? The draw came out. We saw that Rafa's playing a qualifier. Suddenly our minds were like, he could play Dominic Thiem. Like, that was in our heads for a while. You know what I mean? He could play Thiem. It could happen. Team Nadal, rematch of the French Open finals, rematch of the 2018 US Open epic. The Fadal-like rivalry, but like, it could happen. Oh my God. But of course it's not going to, right? Right? And then Dominic Thiem saved 3 consecutive match points in his first round of qualifying, came back from down a set and barely breaking the other guy in the second match, and got through that. And suddenly there's a 1 in 6 chance. And still we were like, surely not, right? Surely not the match that we've been thinking about for the last 3 days. I mean, it would be cool, but it's not going to happen. And then it happens. Well, guess what? There's a 1 in 6 chance. So it's a thing of like, it was in our head for days, and we were like, well, surely it would be cool, but it's not going to happen. I don't think it means it's rigged. I just think that I just think that's awesome. Fate was with us. It was a fateful day. I'm not complaining about times for tennis. Yeah. Cam prefers the savage hours. Yeah, me too. Preach. Saying Canada and Europe is rough for Cam. I think, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Canada is bad. Earlier for you, Ghosty, but still savage. LOL. Wait, what time's that? Yeah. It's 9:20 a.m. here. Yeah. Very different times in Australia. That's not so bad, though. Can wake up to that. I'm picking Nadal in 3. Joseph, I got Nadal in 3, too. I got Nadal in 3 sets, too. Dominic Thiem shows up for Rafa. I don't think Rafa likes playing Domi, but this is a Dominic Thiem who doesn't do so well when the matches are getting close. He doesn't have that confidence at the moment. Well, listen, Dominic Thiem almost won the Australian Open. He likes playing Australia. He was up 2-1 on Nole. Yes, guys, we are doing Nadal versus Dominic Thiem. Please, guys, please join in for that. David's got the call. Are you kidding me? 3:30 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 3:30 p.m., whatever it is. It's the new year. Join in for Nadal versus Thiem. That'll be happening at 3:30 a.m. Eastern time. That'll be, and much better in a lot of other time zones, but that'll be happening later. So please join in for that. In Australia, that'll be afternoon time. Forehand, out wide to the backhand of Stefanos. Forehand from Jarry. That goes out. 30 love for Stefanos. 30 love for Stefanos. Nadal in 2, team still struggling over a year later. Yeah, well, let's see how Rafa does, though, especially with the movement. But we'll see, right? We'll see. Can Dominic team get good depth on that forehand? Really challenge the Rafa forehand. That's going to be a big part of that match. The backhand we've seen can hold up pretty well, actually, to both Rafa shots. 7:30 p.m. for us Aussies. Is that right? Okay. WTA 7 hours till Rafa. All right. WTA Brisbane has good quality players. Yeah. The Brisbane 250, most insane 250 of all time. All right. Jarry up 3-0 as on the match because Sakellaridis might get his first game. Let's see what Sakellaridis can do. Very central on a lot of these shots. Forehand cross court. Forehand to Sakellaridis. That's good athletic slide there. Backhand now Sakellaridis. That's in the net. It's very clear watching this that Sakellaridis is a work in progress. Is Stefanos. Absolutely. It's another missed shot from Jarry, and it is 40-15 for Sakellaridis. Stefanos trying to get on the board. Not Tsitsipas. He's somewhere else. But the Stefanos we got is trying to get on the board to get 3-1. Let's see what he can do. Jarry trying to keep Chile alive in the United Cup. Serve into the net. Second serve. Kick serve. Forehand Jarry down the line. Sent to the net. Didn't really move up to that shot. He had a lot of time to get there and kind of decide to go for a slice, but his height didn't really work for him there. Into the net. Canada plays Tuesday night. Yeah. Team Canada is basically Leylah Fernandez, a couple of guys who work night shift at one of the Molson. Very different actor. That's cold. That's pretty cold. Yeah, Felix can play, so they're tapping in Steven Diaz. ONFALOL, my bad. I think Felix is gonna have a good season, but he's just injured at the moment. He keeps being not healthy, which is not helping anything. Not only was he in bad form, he's also just not healthy. Kick serve, kind of down the tee, bit of a not really kick, but backhand, the forehand of Jarry, cross court, that goes out. Stefanos is on the board. Not Tsitsipas, but the other Stefanos is on the board. Against Jarry, who leads 3-1. 4:30 p.m. for the better half, Australia. Okay. Nice. I need, so pretty much in the afternoon, that Rafa team match. I need Shapo to make a comeback and BB to never get hurt again. Yeah, Andreescu. I thought she was going to be a multi-major winner. What happened? He's in work in progress. We call him Sakellaridis-ish. Yeah, Sakellaridis-ish. Absolutely. Better half. Oh, which side of Australia is that? West Coast represent. There you go. I'm impressed you know more about Canadian tennis than me, LOL. Yeah. Canadian tennis is in a good place if Felix and Shapo can get their act together and Raonic can get healthy. Serve out wide. It's a great serve from Jarry. Serve and volley. There you go. Medvedev would be scared watching that. It's 15-love. Daniil Medvedev is somewhere and he just shivered. I like Perth. Yeah. I like watching Australia. I like watching Australian tennis. It's fun. Serve and volley from Jarry. 15-love. Jarry's a fun watch. Like, there's something about him. Jarry I don't know if he's ever going to be top 10, but in another life, Jarry was top 10. Like, there's something about the way he handles himself that feels very much like a top player. Like, his mentality is so sharp. He just stays focused. Like, his mentality is of a top 10 player. I don't know if his game is there, but he's a pretty complete player. Just, there's something about it that's just not quite there. But if he can improve a little bit on the ins and outs of his game, he's right there. He's a very complete player. His forehand is good. His backhand's pretty good. He has a good serve. He just needs to mix it up a little bit more. Serve down the tee. That's good serve from Jarry. Stefanos can't get it back. 40-love. I'm not holding my breath for Canada versus Greece on Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, if Steph's not healthy, then it's not going to be that interesting, I don't think. Better on clay, Jarry. Yeah, I think so. That's what the results have shown. But listen, even on grass courts, if you watch Jarry versus Alcaraz, that was going to go 5 sets all day. That was going to be an Alcaraz 5-setter. Jarry played amazing. So If he can be surface versatile, consistent throughout the whole year, maybe he's got top 15, top 10. It's just the case of kinds of in and outs of his game not being quite there. Maybe his weapons aren't quite. He has a good serve. Is his serve as good as Daniil Medvedev? When he's playing well, OJ Aliassime, like Hurkacz, like, does he have a serve as good as these? His forehand's good. Is his forehand as good as Djokovic? No. Is his forehand as good as Alcaraz? No. Like, it's that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Is his forehand as good as Tsitsipas? No. Like, so he just needs to improve his, like, things, make everything a little bit better, but it's all right there. It's a complete player. South Americans like Clay. Yeah, they practice on it a lot. Yeah. Guillermo Vilas, Argentine, destroyed Clay. Vilas, the ultimate, the original clay court master. Best player to never be world number one. Up there with Juan Martín Del Potro. Which is so funny to me. Like, Del Potro and Vilas were absolutely screwed. Like, both of them should have been world number one at one point. Del Potro got injured like crazy and was playing during the time of Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and Murray. And then Vilas, he should have just been number one, but he got screwed. Really go see that's so cool. All right, yeah. Spent a summer in Vancouver. I love Canada. Montreal is dope. Yeah, I went to Canada as a kid. I loved it. 4-1 for Jarry. I'm going to check what other scores are on as well, where matches are going. Yeah, there's not really that many more matches going on at the moment, but later on, there's going to be some really good matches in Brisbane that are pretty interesting. And, of course, Karatsev is playing, and then obviously the big one is Nadal taking on Thiem. Should be crazy. Hoffman versus Sebastian Korda. Korda leads 4-1. Is that going on at the moment? Oh, yeah, that is going on. Yeah, Sebastian Korda leading Hoffman. Yeah, there you go. Sebi Korda, I hope he can do something. We need an American man winning a major, or at least getting to the final of a major. I am tired. I'm tired of this. The American men are messing around. I need them to step up. Step up for me. I'm manifesting an American man somehow, some way, reaching a major final this year. Tiafoe got close at the U.S. Open. Paul got to the semifinal of Australia. Fritz got close to beating Rafa, and then he would have had Kyrgios in the semifinal of Wimbledon. We've gotten close. Who else? There's one other guy, right? I thought there was another one who got to the semis. Who am I missing? Am I forgetting? Eubanks. Yeah, Eubanks had a good run at Wimbledon. Yeah. Well, we need an American man getting to the final because we've gone close. Hasn't happened since 2009. Backhand, cross court, the backhand of Stefanos, forehand Jarry, the backhand of Steph, backhand Jarry, that's big down the line. Forehand, cross court, forehand of Stefanos. I like the athleticism of this guy. Ooh, that's a solid forehand angle. Carved up an angle. Carved up an angle does Jarry. Has an American man made a final since Andy Roddick? Nope. 2009 Wimbledon was the last time, which is crazy. In fact, Roddick was the last man to make a U.S. Open semifinal until Tiafoe did it last year. Like, it just didn't happen. The last guy to reach a major semifinal was John Isner in 2018 Wimbledon. Before that, Querrey reached the semis at 2017 Wimbledon. Before that, the last time an American man reached a major semifinal was A-Rod, Andy Roddick, at that Wimbledon 2009. Like, American men just haven't been doing well at majors. They've done a little bit better recently. I need them to step up in 2024. Need them to. They need to do something. They're messing around, honestly. Backhand. That goes out. Jarry flicks it back into the, that's an out shot from Stefanos. Jarry is looking to finish the 6-1 against the world number 419. Haven't you Americans won every slam 70 times? Come on. Not in the last 20 years. I didn't see it. Listen, my dad saw it. My grandfather saw it. When I started watching tennis, we were not winning anything. Joseph, I just want to win a slam. I just want American men to win a slam. We've had Serena, so I don't want to be super greedy, but I need the American men to do something for me. It's not all I've been watching. Backhand Jarry down the middle. Backhand Jarry cross court. The backhand of Stefanos. Forehand Jarry. That's big. Just on the baseline. Or no, that's just out. Just called out. I think Stefanos wins that game. Or no, 40-30. 40-30. This chat is literally like an alternate version of Cam's stream. Love it. Yeah. Marshall, yeah. Yeah, we got a good chat here. Listen, we got like genuine tennis community, genuine tennis fans, and a lot of people are some of the same people, but I love it. I love the people joining in for Quality Shot Tennis. Big serve. That's a good kick serve out wide. Great placement. Forehand Jarry. Oh, what a shot cross court. No way. What a slide from Stefanos. Ooh. Jarry didn't expect it. 4-2. Stefanos is digging in here. That's some good work there from Stefanos. That was an incredible slide into that. I like this guy's athleticism for being 6'5", by the way. Listen, Jannik Sinner. What is Sinner? Like 6'2", 6'3"? Didn't have a good serve. Now he has a great serve. It's like this guy. Wow, that's a Djokovic-like slide. Wow, that is incredible. Amazing athlete. I can't even believe the replay. Very Djokovic-esque, to be honest. Very Djokovic-esque, to be honest. Great slide there from Steph. Never seen this guy before, but I like his athleticism. If he can improve on the serve, he should have a good game. Yeah, been a long drought for the Yanks. True. Ben Shelton is our best chance moving forward. I would argue Sebi Korda might win a major. Not right now, but eventually. I still believe in Taylor Fritz a little bit. I hope Fritz proves me right, but I still got a little bit of faith in him. We'll see. Tiafoe, I didn't expect him to have as high as a peak as he showed that he did at the U.S. Open 2022, so we'll see. Tommy Paul's pretty fun to watch. That goes in. The thing that is good about American tennis, I'll say this last thing about it, then I'll shut up about it, but the thing that's good about American men's tennis is that there's good depth right now. I'm not going to point to one player and be like, oh my God, it's a Carlos Alcaraz type player. I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is we got good depth. So if just one guy can do well, out of the 500 people we have in the top 100, that would be good. Jarry at the line to serve. 15 love. Serve Jarry. That's a serve and volley. Back and pass goes long. 30 love. 30 love. Shelton lost. Yes, to Safulin. Roman Safulin's climbing up big. Don't sleep on Safulin. Speaking of Benny, did he win yesterday? It still counts, Joseph. I guess it does, but it's just I don't know. I didn't see it myself. Shelton lost. Yeah, Safulin. Well, we won it 71 times. Come on, let's go. Yeah, we won it for the American men. Another certain volley of Jarry. That's a good stretch from Jarry. He's got the reach. He's a tall player. Tall, big player. I'm tennis. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Dream on, Joseph. Fair enough. Should tag team tennis be a thing where you go out, you tag another player in? It could be. Singles tournament of two players switching in playing singles. That'd be pretty fun. But imagine Rafa and Novak tag team. That'd be a nightmare. I actually want to see that now that you mention it. That goes out. 5-2. I want to see that. That'd be fun. You're watching a match of, let's say, Frances Tiafoe and Carlos Alcaraz versus Jannik Sinner and Tommy Paul. They tag team in. That would be fun. That'd be a good match. I think that 4 players is better than 2. Crowd would be excited. It's not doubles. It's still singles. That'd be pretty fun. I've never thought about it. Harshell, I feel you, Juice. Yeah. Time you out. Are you doing ranking predictions for this year, Joseph? So I did it on my channel. If you want to check that out, Anthony's Tennis Hub. I did predictions on my YouTube channel. Faison did ranking predictions, so you can check out those videos. A lot of videos on our video section. We do live streams, but we also have a podcast, Tennis 360 podcast. We do cult tennis style videos where we just do different topics that we think are interesting. I did one about Juan Martín del Potro and why he like was underachieved and what made the legacy of Juan Martín del Potro so high. So we have a lot of stuff, and Faison did a bunch of ranking predictions, so you can check that out on the video prediction. Tiafoe's window is closing, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to say I kind of agree with you. I don't know about his windows closing. He's got lots of time, but I don't know if he's going to get up to like a top 5 player or something. We'll see if he climbs back, but I kind of agree, to be honest. Joseph, I like tag team wrestling. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch. Jarry is 1 game away from taking the set 5-2. By the way, guys, don't forget, subscribe. Quality Shot Tennis. We got more streams. Make sure you join in. We will be calling the Rafa team stream. And if you haven't been there for a big match, we love the big matches. I love the big matches. Why Jarry isn't playing against Tsitsipas? Tsitsipas said he feels like he's not ready, so it is what it is. I kind of want Nadal to get at least 1 more slam. That'd be great. That would be such a goated thing to do, to get 1 more. Probably out Roland Garros, but who knows? He's won Australian Open twice. He's won Wimbledon twice. He loves the U.S. Open. All right, serve here from Stefanos. Jarry trying to win the set, 1 game away. That goes out. That goes just long. 15 love here for Stefanos. But yeah, Rafa could win a slam. I mean, listen, Rafa is about the same age Roger was in 2019. Roger got 1 point away from winning Wimbledon, around the same age that Rafa will be at Roland Garros. So, never know. He's not going to have to play a prime. If he doesn't have to play a prime Djokovic on the way, then never know. And maybe even if he does, it's Roland Garros. Like, he's being Djokovic there 8 times, so he could absolutely do that anyway. It would be cool to see. Why is Steph not playing? Injury. He said he's not really ready. When Rafa retires, I might cry. All of us will. Yeah, it's like Roger. It's like Roger. Same for Novak. We'll miss all these guys. Even if some people don't realize it, we'll miss all these guys. So unique tennis era. But yeah, Rafa has been such an essential person in tennis just in general. He's been the guy like always there, right? Like he's just always been there. As like this guy is fun to watch. He's just like always on it. He's just like that guy in tennis. He's always there at the top. Stefanos watching from the sidelines, by the way, looking a bit miserable. Faison cranked a number of videos towards the end of the year. Yeah, I love it, Harshal. Yeah. Videos were part of my childhood. Tag team wrestling. Nice. Or the Rafa videos. Yeah. Back end, that goes out 30 all. In some ways, isn't clay harder for Rafa? There's a lot of dudes who can compete for a title in RG, plus all those clay specialists in the early rounds. No. Ghost. I think if Rafa's going to do it, then it's going to be on clay. If he's playing his best, it doesn't matter who's in his draw. He could play anyone. Like, bring back Bjorn Borg like it's Rafa, you know. Not to go at Borg. I would love to see a Borg Rafa match, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if Rafa's playing his best, it doesn't matter who's in front of him. So he'll need to be playing his best to win any major. Clay is his best shot. Forehand cross court, the forehand of Sakellaridis. Loving his athleticism. Forehand inside out. Ooh, Sakellaridis goes for the big pass, smiling while doing it, but he misses it. 30-40. It's a set point here for Nicolas Jarry from Chile to save Chile in this competition. If Jarry loses to this guy, who most of us have never heard of, then Chile is out. Period. Point blank period. Has anyone picked Rafa to win RG? Actually, I don't know about that, but I really think he might have a chance at the Olympics. Like, I would watch for Rafa at the RG Olympics. If he's healthy, he loves playing for Spain, for his country. That'll be at least his second go-around playing Roland Garros. He'll have a lot of match play and practice at that time. I think a lot of people will be looking at Wimbledon. I don't think Rafa will have as much stake at Wimbledon. He'll be focused on the clay courts. He'll be focused on Roland Garros. I would watch for him at the Olympics, low-key. I don't know about winning Roland Garros, although he could. I'm not going to say. If he's playing amazing and he steps onto the court, he's absolutely one of the favorites, if he even steps onto the court. By the way, Sakellaridis serving from near the doubles alley for the first serve. Tries for a slice serve. I like the creativity, though. Stu's here. Kick serve. Needs to improve the serve, for sure, this guy. That goes long. I like the energy, though. He's bringing some passion, the fist bumps. That's what gets you to the top. Dream match, me and Trevisan. All right, guys. Dream match, Nadal and Bjorn. Yeah, that's one of them for sure on clay courts. What's another dream match? That's a good topic. I'll ask chat. Let me know. What is your dream tennis match? Any rivalry, any tennis tournament. I want to hear some answers. Sakellaridis again serving from way near the doubles alley, gets a great angle on the serve. Forehand, inside out. That's a good forehand. Forehand, Sakellaridis steps around it, inside out. Forehand, gets too close to it, can't get out of the way. Deuce. Work in progress is this kid for sure. Who's more likely to win a slam first, Sinner or Zverev? Sinner. Yannick. Yannick Sinner is way more likely. And I don't just say it because of his run at the end of the year. I say it because Zverev had his chance. Zverev was up 2-0 against Dominic Thiem. He was up. He was 2 points away from winning the U.S. Open 5 times. He was serving for the match at 5-3 in the final set. Zverev had his chance. Yannick has showed that, at least for winning big, I don't know. Yannick still needs to prove himself at majors, but for me, it's Yannick, and it's not very particularly close. And I don't think that's a biased answer. I really think it would be Yannick first, especially with the level he showed at the end. But yeah, let me know your dream match. Harshal Swiatek versus Navratilova. Can I just throw in Ostapenko in there versus a classic? Ostapenko versus Navratilova. I don't know. Celis versus Serena. Celis, when she was at her best, she never even got to be at her best, but Celis pre the stabbing, when Celis was playing some of the best tennis ever. Celis versus Serena is pretty good. Borg versus Agassi. Nice. Mella, yeah. By the way, Sakellaridis hold saves us that point. Ostapenko versus Kim, yeah. Could be good. Could be good. Ostapenko just brings the drama, never know what. Safin versus Alcaraz, Sean? Ooh. That's pretty good, Sean. I like that. McEnroe versus Federer on grass with wood rackets. That'd be good. Federer trying to adapt. I'm sure Roger would be down. Rafa would not like playing with wooden rackets, by the way. Because Rafa needs to get spin on the ball. When you're playing with wooden rackets, it's so flat. I've played with wooden rackets before. It's pretty fun, actually. Big forehand inside out. That's a winner from Jarry. He's 3 points away from the set. Dream match, Prime Graf versus Prime Iga. That is a really good one. That's a good one, Ghosty, yeah. Dare I say we saw shades of that at Roland Garros? Mukova taking on Iga. Axie Djokovic, but they can only score points on return of serve. That's good. That's pretty good. That might, listen, if you can only win points with a return of serve winner, that might go Isner Mahou length, though. We might accidentally create another Isner Mahou if we do that, but that would be amazing. Every time somebody hits a return serve winner, though, everybody in the crowd will go bananas. It's like a football game, English football game. Everyone goes bananas when there's a goal. That's a good volley winner from Jarry. 30 love. 30 love for Jarry. I like a match like this. It's pretty chill. We can just talk about random stuff, but definitely keep an eye on the match as well. 30 love for Jarry. He's 2 points away here. Let's see. Any other answers here? Nadal or Bjorn. Zverev versus Steph, but the best hairdo wins. That's pretty good. I think Steph has it won. 30 love. Jarry is 2 points away. Jarry first serve into the net. Second serve. That is a let from Jarry. Let from Jarry. Second serve. Another let from Jarry. Fourth serve coming from Jarry now. Dream match, Anthony versus Faison in center court. Winner gets a kiss from Fife and Middleton. Maybe. I would love to play at Wimbledon courts. That's on the bucket list for sure. I love playing tennis as much as I love watching it. Forehand cross court. Oh, what a winner from Jarry. I didn't even think about clapping. I just clapped. What a winner that was. Forehand cross court. Forehand cross court. If I ever meet Faison, though, we're gonna play a match and we're gonna upload it on QualityShot. There's no chance. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. We'll play a match. We'll play some points. That'd be fun, actually. David as well. Anybody. That'd be fun. Cam as well, or anyone. Anyone's down for a match. I'd love to play. Be fun. Anybody, quality shot, anyone. Great service winner from Jarry. 6-3 first set. We'll be here for the second set as well. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. Quality Shot Tennis. We do tennis content all year. This is more of a kind of chill back match, but a good match for Jarry. Get some wins under his belt. Just got confidence at the start of the year. Tsitsipas not playing today. Any reason, Rahul? Yeah, he didn't really say a specific reason as far as I could tell, but just injury, not ready to play, which is not great. Kyrgios against McEnroe, fireworks guaranteed, Joseph. That's true. Kyrgios versus who's another guy? Who's another guy that just goes crazy, like just loses his mind out there? You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of one, but there's got to be like Kyrgios versus Bublik, for example, or something. Dream match: Iron Man versus Terminator. No rules, winner takes all. There you go. That would be. I don't think that'd be a tennis match. Could you give us your top 5 of 2024 prediction, please? Yes. So, so I uploaded some videos on my YouTube channel, Anthony's Tennis Hub, of my predictions. I'd have to look back at my videos, but top 5 that I predicted. So, this is what I predicted on the women's side. Number 1, Iga Swiatek is my year-end number 1 for the 3rd year in a row. And listen, here's the deal: she got so close to not being year-end number 1, yet she still was year-end number 1 this year. Sabalenka got to the semifinals of all 4 majors. Swiatek ended up year-end number 1. Swiatek won 6 titles. Sabalenka won 3. It's just consistency. Swiatek is consistent. I think she's going to get just slightly more. She ended the year with such a statement. I think that she has good momentum going into next year. So I go Swiatek for number 1. Number 2, I go with Elena Rybakina. I think Rybakina is going to have a really good season. She had a year of great success, and she was outside the top 10 for most of that time. Between winning Wimbledon, Australian Open final, getting to the final of both Indian Wells and Miami, winning in Rome on slow clay courts, that was about a year's time of really good success. She finally got top 10, and then she slowed down a little bit. But that's okay. I think she's coming into next year with no pressure. She brings such a top-tier level of play. She's brought a little bit more consistency to her game. I reckon Rybakina is somebody who's going to do really well. I'd watch for her at Australian Open as well. She's my pick for Australian Open winner. So Swiatek, then Rybakina. Then I go with Sabalenka, who is going to have a lot of pressure to defend a lot of stuff this year. And then I go for Coco Gauff, who I think stays around the same. And then I go with Karolina Muchova. But that was my pick before the year started. Now that she withdrew from the Australian Open, I'm not as sure. Now that the year has started, I might go with Jessica Pegula, but she also lost at United Cup, so who knows? But my pick before the year started was Muchova. On the men's side, I have Alcaraz finishing year-end number 1. Because I don't know if Djokovic is even going to play that many tournaments. I don't think he's going to win 3 out of the 4 majors like last year. He doesn't usually follow up an absolutely insane year with another super insane year. That's just not usually in the Djokovic textbook. So I have Alcaraz finishing year-end number 1 with a great season. Then I have Djokovic number 2. Then I've got Medvedev number 3. I'm really high on Medvedev. I think he's going to win a lot of big stuff next year as well. Then I got Jannik, who I think is going to defend his ranking, who had by far his best season last year. Number 5, surprise pick. Hubert Hurkacz cracks the top 5. That's my pick. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Jarry Sakellaridis serving, by the way, at 30 love. Hurkacz, by the way, he's won 2 Masters. He's been playing really good tennis at the second half of last year. I like Hurkacz. I think he could crack the top 5. I don't know about number 1, but I could see him being at number 5. He could win something big on grass courts. He's got a good serve, and he's pretty talented. And he's got a good mentality. So what else do you want? He's got a pretty good recipe for a big player, top player. Those are my predictions. Gauff and Sinner stay around the same. Then I have Alcaraz, Medvedev, and Djokovic top 3. Rybakina, Sabalenka, Swiatek top 3. And then I've got Muchova and Hurkacz cracking the top 5 for the number 5 spot. 1-0 for Stefanos. I've seen Cam hitting. He looks decent. And Shrembini, nice. Shrembini would probably be pretty good. I haven't seen him hit, though. Who would your money be on out of the streamers? I'm backing myself. I talk the big talk. I'm going me. I got me. That's a curveball, but I like it, Sean. Nice, nice, nice. I'd love to play with anyone. I talk myself up just I'll absolutely lose, but I'll talk myself up. I choose me. That's a curveball, but I like it. Yeah. Outside top 4, there's a lot of room for improvement. For movement. Yeah, absolutely. Bottom of the top 10, not a lot of consistency. Rublev had by far his best year, but he hasn't ended the year that well. So Rublev is Mr. Consistent. He could get to number 5, but I want to throw a curveball in there. A lot of room for movement. I agree. Nothing for Rune. I think he's my year-end number 6 in the world. Rune gets number 6. Still got a few issues with Holger, but we'll see. He's adding some coaches in, which is good. Hubie serve is my fave. Yeah, it's the best on tour. Herkach has the best serve on tour now that Isner's retired. The Hubie prediction is pretty ballsy. Yeah, I appreciate Harshal. Yeah, I can go some pretty ballsy predictions, some good ones, some pretty big ones. I try to. I just try to think kind of logically. If I throw a curveball, I throw a curveball, but I just don't know who else I would confidently put number 5. And I like Herkach. I like Herkach. Curveball, but I like it. Yeah. Sabalenka Eagle rivalry is already pretty cool. We may look back at that one as one of the greats outlaw Navratilova ever. Well, we sure hope so. Mukova wrist injury, yeah. Unfortunate. That's not looking so good as a pick at the moment. Fognini / one of the nuns from his childhood church. Okay, I'll watch those for good measure. Yeah, Harshal, yeah, it's on my channel. Yeah, Rune was number 6. Holger, I still struggle with his kind of physicality. At times going deep in major events. His shot selection is sometimes not the best. He has a lot of variety, a lot of tools to work with. He's still figuring it out. He's still young. So we'll just see. 40 love here for Jarry. Love talking tennis to you guys, by the way. I'll try to do a love focus on the match, but if you have questions, I'll love talking with the chat. Keep it coming. I love it. Love it. I love it. I love it. Serve here for Jarry. That's a good service winner. 1-1. 1 game apiece. Cam / Rambini for charity. By charity, of course, I'm referring to my drinking push. That'll be fun. I love that. Yeah. I'd love to hit with Cam. That'll be fun. I've seen his practice videos too. I think he's got a one-hander, right? I've got a one-hander too. I've got a one-handed backhand. So I love it. I challenge anyone to a match. If anybody could come, if I'm ever near any streamer, absolutely. Gil Gross. I know he plays too. Gil plays, so be fun. 1 game apiece. Stefanos with the serve. Out wide. Jarry completely misses the return. It's a let. It's a let. Do you have a leaping one-hander? No. I cannot do a Shapovalov. I cannot do a Shapa. I like your Hubie pick. He's a solid player. Just a few tweaks here and there, and he could be easily be in some finals. Yeah. I think so. Second serve here from Steph. Forehand to the backhand of Jarry. Backhand of Stefanos. The backhand of Jarry. Forehand inside out the backhand of Jarry. Forehand Stefanos. Inside in. Forehand of Stefanos cross court into the forehand of Jarry. That goes out. Fist bump from Stefanos. He's playing better. He's playing better. This doesn't really feel that much like a match. This feels like a bit of I don't know. Just wait, see what happens. It feels like a Jarry victory at the moment. No offense to the Stefanos. That's what it's looking like at the moment. Jarry's been by far the better player. He's the much higher ranked player. But Stefanos is playing better. He's shown a few pretty good signs. We'll see. The serve needs to improve big time, though. He needs to improve the serve, especially for his height. No doubt about it. Serve coming here from Stefanos. Mostly the placement of the serve above anything. Also, he's kicking a lot of these serves in. He could get a lot of... When you're taller, you can get a lot of speed on that serve hitting down on it. He's just not doing that. 30 love. A lot of these are kick serves. Damian Cuss plays Vonch for Monty. Yeah. There's a lot of journos who play. Yeah, I see them on Twitter all the time. Yeah, Vonch is cool. And Damian Cuss, great analyst for the Challenger tournaments as well. Serve here. I'd love to play anybody. I love playing tennis. I love playing anybody. I wanna keep growing in my game and take some lessons, learn some, but it's a lot of fun to play. I'm just getting back into it, but I love it. I want to definitely show some videos of me playing. I love playing. 30-15 for Stefanos. Biggest spot has a massive lobby. Yeah, well, back in the day, I don't know if this is what you're referring to, Ghost, but Spain had so many top players at the top of the tour. Like a quarter or more of the top 20 players were from Spain. So I think that's what you're referring to. 40-15 for Steph. Oh, he's paid off by Spanish market. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, post your clips. We love seeing it. Yeah, I appreciate it, Ghost. Yeah, that might just be on my channel or on my socials, or on QualityShot. Who knows? But I'd love to post some of me playing. Absolutely. Backhand whip, high to the backhand of Jarry, hits the tape, goes over, slice. The forehand of Jarry, backhand. The forehand of Jarry, cross-court forehand, Stefanos. Ooh, that's a good attempt. Big slide, 40-30. The biggest spawn thing was a joke. Okay, I got it. I was looking back at the comments and I saw it. 40-30. By the way, Korda lost the first set, which is like, why? Why? He was up 4-1. Why? Can the American men please get your act together for me to keep me calm? Korda lost the first set, so great. Awesome. First serve down the tee. I love that. Big fist bump and a roar from Steph. 2-1. We'll see what Jarry can do. Tsitsipas' dad loves that. He's in the box. Jarry's winning Australian Open polls. That's a ballsy pick. I love that. Post. Let's see. Nicolas Jarry, Australian Open champion. We'll see. I'm not laughing at the pick. It could happen. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see a random. This is what I'd love to see. If I could take the mic for a second. I would love to see a random person winning a Grand Slam event on the men's side. Is that too much to ask? Is it always have to be Djokovic? Does it always have to be Rafa or Federer or Murray or even now Alcaraz? Can we just have a random guy? So that when we're watching the first round, second round, third rounds, we're like, oh, this guy might win. Now it's like, oh, this guy might reach the quarterfinal if he's super lucky. And if Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Alcaraz, Sinner, Medvedev, if all these players aren't playing. You know what I mean? I'd like to feel like Grigor Dimitrov could win the tournament. I'd like to feel like Jarry could win the tournament. I'd like to feel like JJ Wolf could win. Like, I want to feel like anyone can win. Right now, it doesn't really feel like that. Which is like, no offense to Djokovic. Like, you're cool, but like, you've won 12 of the last 19 majors you've played. Like, and you're in your 30s. So, I'd love to see tennis history being made by all these guys winning majors, but can we just get Grigor Dimitrov winning the Australian Open? Would that be too much to ask for? That's the thing. Anthony, why'd you pick Alcaraz above Jannik? Just asking because I know Jannik is your fave. Yeah. Well, I try to be unbiased is the first thing. Second thing is a lot of people think Jannik is going to now go on this crazy, ridiculous 2024 is going to be the greatest player of all time. He's going to win every single major. He's going for the Olympics. I'm just like, listen. I've thought for a long time Jannik is going to have one of these times where he's going to go on an absolute tear. I don't see it. He might do it. Yeah, it might happen. But for me, I just want him to kind of defend his ranking. He just played by far his best season. He's got a lot of pressure on him now. He still needs to figure out the majors. He needs to figure out clay courts. He's still playing with Djokovic, Alcaraz, Medvedev, who are all playing incredible. I just don't predict that. I think Alcaraz has already proven he has an incredible win percentage, nearly 80% win percentage. He's amazing on all three surfaces. He plays majors amazing. He's already amazing in the best of 5 tournaments. He wins so many titles. Jannik has won 1 Masters, albeit a pretty easy draw as well. He won Beijing and Vienna, which were both played almost like 1,000 tournaments. Those tournaments were more impressive than Canada to me. Canada was more like a relief to me. So Jannik had a really impressive year this year. I just hope he defends his ranking. Alcaraz, I reckon, is going to have an incredible season. So I just try to be unbiased. Like, I hope Jannik can have a great season. I'm a fan of Carlos as well, by the way. But Jannik is my big favorite for sure. I'm not lying. What happens when a player is replaced? I mean, if I have a bet on player who's been replaced, what will happen to my bet? So I don't have the question for that, Mela. Sorry. I don't have the answer for that, Mela. Sorry. Jannik could do it, though. But Recency bias is a big thing in tennis. I just don't think so. It would be a great goal for Jannik to win another Masters, to get to his first major final, to stay at least number 4 in the world, number 3 in the world, maybe. But we'll see what happens. 40 love here for Jarry on his serve. Back to the match. 40 love the Chilean. Serve. Out wide, serve and volley. Ooh, what a backhand pass there from Steph, though. 40-15 for Jarry. 40-15 for Jarry. That was a good serve. It's better return. Oh, what a return again. 2 forehand winner returns. Good play from Sakellaridis. He's at 40-30. Yeah, sorry, Moel Nene. I don't have an answer for the question. I don't know about the betting kind of thing. I don't bet on tennis. I've got too much of an addictive personality to start betting. Like, if I start betting, I'll never stop. I'm gonna be broke. So I consider actually being a pretty good tennis predicting person. Like, I'll say that. I think I'm pretty good at tennis predicting. I'm not good at a lot of things, but I can predict tennis pretty well. But if I start betting, I'll never stop. So I just don't know much about it. Backhand, the backhand of Jarry. Cross court hits the tape, goes over. Sakellaridis backhand. The backhand of Jarry. Ooh, that's a good backhand down the line. 2-2. Jarry with a good backhand winner. Recency bias is huge in tennis. I've learned that end of the year results don't necessarily translate to the following year. Yeah, exactly. It happened in 2011 with Novak, but listen, Novak had already been top 3 in the world for multiple years. He had already been playing a lot against Nadal, against Djokovic, against Nadal, against Federer for many years. He had already been to 3 major finals. Like, Jannik hasn't been to a single major final. I'm just give Jannik time. I also think Jannik is going to be an amazing player that a lot of people give him time to be. But if Jannik loses first round of the Australian Open, people are like, oh, forget Jannik, brush him aside. Jannik is nothing. It's all Carlos. Recency bias. It's recency bias. So that's my thoughts. But I do think Jannik is going to have another great year. That goes out from Sakellaridis. It's left 15. By the way, 1-1 in the Hoffman versus Korda match. Let's see if any other matches are going on. Brenda Fruvertova has a match point against Blinkova, which is pretty cool. Fruvertova is like 15. She's playing main draw of Auckland. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't know how many main draw WTA matches Fruvertova has won, but this has got to be single digits for her. So, good main tour win. It's a good serve. Ooh, return hits the tape. Big apology from Jarry, but he gets to love 30. Jarry is at love 30. Always fun to talk with the chat, commentate on matches. I love it. I love tennis. I love talking about it. But yeah, the Olympics are going to be this year. Let me know in the chat. Who is winning the Olympics? One question. Who's winning the Olympics? Rafa? Carlos? Novak? Jannik? Holger? Hurkacz? Who's winning it? Let me know. Low 30. Who's winning it? I think we're going to see a lot of Rafa, Carlos, Novaks, but in any order. Let me know. Who's winning the Olympics on the men's side? Jarry on the return. I'll read it during the next changeover. Forehand to the backhand of Jarry. That's a big one, way up high. Forehand. Sakellaridis attacks over. That's a good shot. Forehand again. Inside out. Another forehand from Sakellaridis. That goes out from Jarry, though. 15-30. 15-30. 15-30. Almost an hour played, by the way. Let me know who's winning the Olympics in Paris. Roland Garros. It's a forehand from Jarry, cross court to the forehand of Sakellaridis. That goes out. That goes out from Jarry, 30-40. 30-40. If Novak doesn't get this Olympics, though, I think this is Novak's last shot for the Olympics. He's never even reached the Olympic final. He's played 3 different medal matches for a bronze medal, but he's never won the Olympics. So let's see if he can finally do that. He's lost in the semifinals 3 times with the Olympics. Serve out wide, backhand. Jarry has a good one, good angle, forehand. Jarry attacking. He chokes up a bit on the forehand. He chokes up a bit on the forehand moving forward. He had a winner there, or at least a shot to get into advantageous position to hit a winner. Deuce, all tied up. All tied up. Serve out wide, forehand. Jarry. That goes out. Advantage to Sakellaridis. Let me know. Who do you think's winning the Olympics on the men's side? I'll read it during the changeover. Any predictions? It can be any predictions. Random guesses. Advantage to Stefanos. Serve down the tee, forehand. Stefanos, the forehand of Jarry, forehand cross court, backhand now. Jarry has a great backhand. What a backhand. Jarry is a complete player. I'm telling you what, if Jarry can just improve a little bit, he's right there. Jarry is right there. He won a title in February last year, so he'll have to defend that, but he's currently at 19 in the world. He's so close to breaking into the top 15. If he can keep up at this level and keep improving a little bit, he's right there. He's right there. Deuce number 2. Greek stepping up to the line at deuce. Serve down the tee. Backhand of Jarry. That's big. Oh, what a athletic move from Sakellaridis. Another really good athletic move sliding into the shot. Love this. Great athleticism. Forehand. The forehand of Jarry. Forehand Sakellaridis. Forehand. Backhand now cross court. That's all Sakellaridis. Guess what? Jarry has a little bit of case of the Sakellaridis because Sakellaridis at advantage. He is at advantage. Advantage to Stefanos. It's a jumping forehand. Sakellaridis just slides into the shot and just holds a great kind of athletic move. Great leg strength there from Stefanos. It's not Tsitsipas, but the other Stefanos has some good moves in him too. Advantage to Sakellaridis. Serve. Just a kick serve. Love that. The off pace off the first serve really caught Jarry off guard. Good switch up there from Sakellaridis. If nothing else, this kid's pretty fearless. 3-2. He's making some good risks, which is good. That's what you want to see. He has nothing to lose. He has a little bit to lose. He's got a match to lose, but Rublev is winning the Olympic gold. Hey, what's up, Jane, as well? Always good to have you on stream. Rublev is an interesting pick. He likes clay courts. He did well in Monte Carlo. He almost reached the semifinal of the French Open 2 years ago. He lost to Cilic, which was his best chance. That was definitely Rublev's best chance to get to a major semifinal. Lost to Cilic in the 5th set tiebreaker. We'll see. Rublev likes clay courts. He always has an Olympic. He already has an Olympic gold, by the way. Yeah, that's true. Likes the Olympics. That's true. Russians will be allowed to play at the Olympics, which is good. I'd say Alcaraz, but anyone can take it. It's 3 sets on clay. There's so many who can win it. That's true. I go Carlos too. Carlos is my pick. Another ballsy prediction. My picks for the Olympics are Alcaraz and Coco Gauff. Gauff has reached the Roland Garros final last year. Sorry, 2 years ago. Now that's 2024. I like Coco on clay. Coco ended the season super well. I think she likes playing for the America. She likes She likes team events. I think Iga wins Roland Garros. I go Coco for the Olympics. I go Coco and Carlos. That's my pick. We'll see. I'm probably wrong, but never hurts to do a prediction out there. I wonder if it bothers Nole that he hasn't won an Olympic gold medal. Yes, it absolutely does. People on Twitter are like, it doesn't matter. Olympics, nobody cares about the Olympics. Do you live on Earth? That's my question. And no offense to like Nole, or I don't mean offense, but like, do you live on Earth where the Olympics are the biggest sporting thing in the world? Tennis is a sport. Do you see how much athletes and tennis players care about the Olympics? Do you see ATP listing the Olympics as a big event? Do you see when the Olympics had ranking points, it was 750 points for the winner? That's more than an ATP 500 or 250. It should have been even more than that, but 750 points. The Olympics is a big event. It's my rant. So that's whatever. And if you disagree, that's fine. I'd love to like have a little bit of a discussion about it, but like, come on. Everybody cares about the Olympics. Anybody but Nole is going to win the Olympics gold medal. Yeah, he struggles playing for his country sometimes. That's like his Achilles heel. Well, he won the Davis Cup in 2010, so and he's gotten to a bunch of Olympic semifinals, but it's just right at the end there. He just can't quite do it. But we'll see. He likes playing at Roland Garros too. He's reached like 17, 18 Roland Garros quarterfinals. So, do you live on Earth, Layla? That's my question. Like, come on. I'm sorry, but like, I don't know. Coco sneaky go on the dirt. I agree. What's up, Ayla? Good to have you on stream. That's my question. 40 love for Jarry trying to get to 3-3. Hey, what's up, Jane? Good to have you as always. Hi, Dutchy, Anthony, Ashley. Yeah, good to have you as always, Jane. 3-3 for Jarry. Hour and 6 minutes into this one. Hour and 6 minutes in. Yeah, I go Carlos and Coco, but I have no idea. Iga is a good shot at it, but Iga will have to win Roland Garros twice. I already have her winning Roland Garros. It's much easier to win Roland Garros twice on paper than it is to do in actuality. So that's part of the reason, but it could be Iga twice. Absolutely. If anything I've learned about Nole is that he really cares about the records. I'm sure the gold medal is his Achilles heel. Yeah, I kind of agree. But I think Nole is going to keep working at it. I really respect Novak. Novak is honest. Like at least with his words, like and what he wants to achieve, he's honest. He's like, yeah, I want to win all 4 majors in the Olympics. I want to be the greatest of all time. I want to push and be the very best version of myself. And in theory, that's the best thing for tennis. If every single player just tries to be the best version of himself, that's when tennis wins. That makes the other players have to step up and improve their level as well. That's when we get the highest level tennis. When a player doesn't play, that's why there's a lack of effort rule. When a player doesn't play, that only brings down the level of tennis. So it's good for the sport that Novak wants to be the best that he can be. And that he's testing out these young players. Love 15 for Jarry. All eyes on the match. Then I can talk about other stuff during changeover, but during this game, love 15, 3-3. Serve. Stefanos, backhand Jarry. Off the baseline. That's up high to the forehand of Jarry, backhand of Stefanos. That's in the net. Love 30 for Jarry. Jarry with the chance to break away here. Jarry with a chance to break away. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying the channel. Quality Shot Tennis. Always have a lot of fun with the streams. We do tennis streams all year. We will be streaming the Olympics as well. All tournaments all year round. We have a lot of other content as well for genuine tennis fans who care about the sport and just people who are just introduced to the sport. We're a tennis channel. Live streams all year. Backhand to forehand of Jarry. Inside in. That goes out from Jarry. 15-30. Jarry is frustrated. He feels like he should have already broken here. I kind of feel similar. Serve Stefanos, the forehand of Jarry, backhand. Steph, the forehand of Jarry. Oh, what a big forehand. That's a good get from Stefanos, though. Lob way up high. Bouncer's just out. Jarry ready for the smash anyway, but that's out from Steph. 1540. Stefanos number 2. The alternate Stefanos has put up a good fight, but Jarry might be breaking away here from Sakellaridis. I like this kid's athleticism, though. I like scouting out young players, 19-year-olds. So let's see. Let's see what he can do in the future. He has some potential. I think he has some potential. Well, let's see what he can do. He needs to keep working. 1540. Serve. Out wide. Forehand Jarry. That's a great return. Jarry sliced back, and what a shot. Oh, that's a better volley from Sakellaridis. Point of the match for me. That was a great return, a great volley from Sakellaridis. 30-40. Serve Sakellaridis. That's just out. Second serve. Second serve coming from the Greek. Serve, kick serve to the forehand of Jarry. That's big to the forehand of Sakellaridis. Backhand. Sakellaridis into the forehand of Jarry. That goes out, inside out. That's deuce. Jarry's going to be a bit frustrated. He's kind of letting Sakellaridis into a few of these games. Deuce. So are Russians and Belarusians allowed to play in the Olympics, Ayla? Yes, they are, which is great. I think that's good for good to see good tennis. Medvedev, who knows? He won Rome this year. He beat Djokovic in Monte Carlo one year. And if he can finally move well on clay courts, then he could do something. He was moving well in Rome. So so hopefully he starts doing well on the clay. And then, yeah, Rublev. Rublev is great to have in there. Sabalenka won in Madrid. She can do well on clay. So it's good. That's good for tennis. And Karen Khachanov as well, who nearly went up 2 sets on Djokovic at the French Open. That's a backhand to the net. Advantage for Jarry. Advantage for Jarry. One more question for the chat. I have one more question for people watching the stream. Let me know in the chat. If you could have any one thing happen in the 2024 tennis season, what would it be? You have one wish, one tennis wish. You have Fairly Odd Parents. You have a genie. Anything can happen. You have magic. One thing to happen in the 2024 tennis season, what would you pick? What would you pick to happen? From active tennis players. Not counting retired players, because that makes it a little bit dull. But from just from active tennis players, if you could have any one thing happen, what would you have happen? Deuce here, Sakellaridis. Medi winning Roma lives in my head rent free. That dance he did after being subbed, the guy cracks me up. Absolutely. I love Daniil. Daniil just dancing. Because it's like Steph in Cincinnati. And that wasn't a regular win from Tsitsipas in Cincinnati. Tsitsipas in Cincinnati was like, I got you figured out. Tsitsipas was like, I got you figured out. I'm serving and volleying. I played a perfect match on hard courts. I beat you. Medvedev was like, listen, I played a perfect match on clay courts and I beat you. Tsitsipas is like, clay's my favorite. Well, Medvedev was like, guess what? Guess who's here? Guess who's here? It's the BS Russian against a small kid who doesn't know how to fight. You love it. You love it. You love it. Medvedev's funny, man. He's genuine. He's genuine, which makes it funny. For better or worse, he's genuine. We got Deuce at 3-3. For better or worse, he's real. So, serve here from Sakellaridis. Deuce. Serve down the tee, forehand. Sakellaridis, the forehand of Jarry. Oh, just out. A lot of fist bumps from Sakellaridis, trying to pump himself up, get that belief. Center winning Wimbledon. Oh, hell yeah. Sean, that would be great. Yeah. That'd be awesome. It would be great for tennis to see another young guy winning a major like that. Especially outside the US Open. Alcaraz wins the calendar year Grand Slam. Can you believe Alcaraz could win the Golden Slam? It's not impossible. Steffi did it at 19 or at 20, one or the other. Carlos could win the Golden Slam. Listen, there are like 3 players who could win the Golden Slam. Even Jannik, who knows? Jannik's reached the 4th round of every major twice. If he can do better on clay, who knows? Who knows? But for real, Jannik probably not that good of a shot. He's never even reached the final of a major coming in. I don't think he's even played the Olympics. So Jannik probably not that good of a shot. But Djokovic, he talked about it even last year. Carlos, who knows? He seems to like all surfaces. He's played well at every single major. The French Open, he likes clay courts. And then Djokovic is going to be 37. Sinner and Medvedev probably aren't at their absolute peak yet, or at least Sinner isn't. So, and Alcaraz seems to play well against Medvedev. So who knows? Maybe it's the year. And then Swiatek, Iga Swiatek, but she would have to win Wimbledon. Which, can she do that? Can she even win Australia and U.S. Open? But anyway, never know. Fun to talk about it. It's fun to talk about. Medi is hilarious. His rant at Indian Wells still cracks me out. That's not a hardcore. I'm a hardcore specialist. I know. I mean, he has some of the most funny quotes. It's amazing. I remember watching the Feliciano Lopez match at the U.S. Open as it happened. He is fearless. Medvedev just does not care. I want to see Daniel win another major so I can see what his celebration is going to be. He's got iconic celebrations. Anthony, are you calling an all match? I wish. It's going to be 3:30 here. It's got to be 3:30. So that's what it is. If you are, that is damn savage. It would have been. David's got it. So you still know it's going to be crazy. But yeah, Rafa's first match back. David's got the call for you. So it's going to be middle of the morning. So I'm not going to do that. I'd probably be sleeping right now or trying to if I was calling that. OMG, that's right. It's a golden year this year. True. I'll be honest, Ayla. Since I started watching tennis, the thing I've been most obsessed with in tennis, Grand Slam. I want to see a singles player win the Grand Slam. Nobody's done it in my lifetime, but I really hope that one year we see it, because that's the thing I want to see the most in tennis, is a singles player win the Grand Slam or a doubles player, like anything. The Nadal match, that ultimate savage hours for us, Anthony. Yeah, Ashley. Yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning. Can't do that. I'm probably not going to. That's a great pass from Sakellaridis. Stefanos showing what he's made of. That's why I'd say it's kind of good about team events and playing these guys who are outside the top 300 or 400 in the world. All of these guys can play amazing. Let's just get it out of the way. Anybody in the top 1,000 on a good day, they can play incredible. Team events bring the best out of players. They want to step up for their country. So you got a fearless guy like Stefanos Sakellaridis, who's proven he's pretty fearless on the court. You never know. Crazier things have happened. Way crazier. Trust me. Mark Edmondson won the Australian Open. He was outside of the top 250 in the world. That was in the 70s. 3:15 here for Jarry at 3-4. Jarry with the serve. Serve from Jarry, forehand. Down the center of the court, forehand, Sakellaridis. That's even bigger. I love that. That's some pace generation. That's some Jannik Sinner. Jannik Sinner on the court in the name of Stefanos Sakellaridis. So it's a big forehand off a big forehand. 30-all. Sakellaridis is 2 points away from breaking Jarry here. We'll see what the Chilean can do. Let's see what Jarry can do here. Jarry's got to bring up a big serve, big forehand. That big forehand was in the net. That's the other thing about a match like this. You never know really what to expect when you come into a match like this. Like, you don't know what the other guy's going to be. Jarry's never heard of this guy. Like, we've never heard of him. I'm sure Jarry hasn't either. That's a forehand into the net. Jarry is surprised by how well Sakellaridis is playing. It's 30-40 in the second set particularly. Rocket Rod's the only one who's done it right, the calendar year Grand Slam. No, Don Budge was the first man to do it. He won 6 majors in a row, starting from the Australian Open. Those were his first 6 majors he ever won. So Don Budge has done it. Rod Laver's done it. Is that it on the men's side? I'm going on a blank, but I think that's it on the men's side. Forehand cross court with forehand of Sakellaridis, backhand. Forehand now into the backhand of Sakellaridis. Bit of a pushing shot, just keeping it in. Forehand, central, forehand Jarry. Backhand Sakellaridis, kind of just keeping it in. And that's enough. Sakellaridis plays the junior tennis play, which is just keep the ball in play. Jarry is missing shots. Jarry got a little bit nervous, and Sakellaridis felt it. Sakellaridis should be the guy who's nervous, but he's not. It's Jarry, 5-3, because he's nervous about how well this guy's never heard of us playing. 5-3. Sakellaridis about to push us to 3 sets if he serves us out. But yeah, I believe Budge and Laver are the only guys who have won the calendar year Grand Slam on the men's side in singles. Rod Laver is the only guy to do it on all, or nobody has ever won the calendar year Grand Slam on the men's side on all 3 surfaces: hard court, clay court, and grass court. Djokovic was 1 match away from doing that in 2021. And Steffi Graf has done that. She's won a major on all 3 surfaces on the women's side. It's 10:30 a.m., but I can't stay awake. That's unfortunate. If you have time, maybe you could get more of a nap in. I'm not going to keep you up. Get a little bit of a nap in. Go back to sleep for a little bit. Maybe just 30 minutes. Wake up. On the women's side, there have been more, by the way, for Grand Slam winners. I'll look it up. I used to have this memorized, but Grand Slam Wikipedia. I'll talk about it during changeover. 5-3, 15-love. Sakellaridis trying to take the second set against Jarry. If Jarry loses, Chile is out. 15-all. If Nicolas Jarry loses, Chile is out. Sakellaridis trying to cause an upset of upsets here. See what Jarry can do to bounce back. Jarry at the line, ready to return. Sakellaridis. Serving. That goes out. Second serve. Well wide. Serve. Forehand of Jarry just crossed the net. Forehand kind of buggy whipped into the ad side. Forehand now runs around the back end to Sakellaridis. Forehand cross court. Forehand down the line, but it's in the net from Sakellaridis. 15-30. 15-30. Jarry's trying to stay close. Jarry now letting Sakellaridis take a set. If Sakellaridis takes a set, it gets a little bit dicey. Jarry can't let it get dicey because Chile would be 1 set away from being out of the tournament. Serve out wide. Forehand. Sakellaridis inside in. That's a good shot. Forehand lob. Forehand swing volley. That's a good shot. Good play from Sakellaridis. 30-all. About to be a big point here. $30-all. First serve in the net. Second serve. Kick serve. Forehand of Jarry. Forehand of Steph. Back to the forehand of Jarry. Backhand now. Jarry into the forehand of Steph. Forehand Jarry. Inside out to the backhand of Steph. Drop shot. One of Jarry's first drop shot of the match. Oh, Steph with some great speed. Jarry can't get the volley. And guess what? Stefanos Sakellaridis, world number 460 in the world. And Stefanos' replacements, that's that point. 40-30. 40-30. There are lots of Greeks in Melbourne. Interesting. Yeah, they're cheering on their guy. Hear him now. The Greeks are going crazy trying to get this done. Listen, tennis, things can change on a time, though. Sakellaridis wants to get this point right here, right now. 40-30. Sakellaridis wants to get this point right here, right now. Trust me, things can change. But he's 1 point away. Big serve to forehand of Jarry. Forehand Sakellaridis. The forehand of Jarry. That's in the net. It's one set apiece. The world number 19 taking on the world number 416. Not sure Sakellaridis can believe it either, but we're going to go 3 sets. We're going to go 3 sets. Is it 10-point tiebreaker? I don't think so, is it? I think it's just a full third set. Hey, Sean, yeah, Sean, here. I'm on my last legs pretty late here. Sean, what time is it where you're at? Yeah, it's 9:37 over here. Juice. All right. We are going to go 3 sets. Greek team is happy about it. Greek team is pretty happy about it. There you go. There you go. Is it full 3 sets though? That's what I'm going to look up real quick. I'm going to see if there was a 3-set match yesterday. Yeah, because Hurkacz versus Fokina was yesterday, and they played out a 3rd set, so it should be full 3 sets. All right, I'm going to step away real quick. I'll be here for the 3rd set from first point to last. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back and take a short break, just while I'm going to take a break. So I'll be back for the 3rd set. See you guys in a second. All right, guys, back for the call of this one. It is Jarry starting us off in the third set. Well, what compels you about this third set? I could list a couple things potentially that could. Well, first of all, if you're from Chile, then you want Jarry to win the set, because if Jarry loses, then Chile is out of the tournament. Chile is out of the tournament if Jarry loses the set. If you're from Greece, then you'll definitely be pulling for this kid. You might not, even if you're from Greece, I don't know if you've seen this kid play before, but he's looking pretty good out there. Playing pretty fearless, challenging Jarry, who's shown that he's a very good and consistent player all last year. So, and then the other thing, if you're just a casual tennis fan, pretty fun to see a guy who's ranked outside the top 400 in the world trying to make the upset of the tournament happen and try to do the impossible happen. So 2:30 a.m. Oh, that's crazy, Sean. All right. Well, hopefully you can stay as long as possible. Always good to have you. Know that Sydney, there are more Greeks in Melbourne than any other city in the world. That's an interesting fact, though, because the crowd is going crazy. I hear it in my headphones. Number one, or gotcha. 1-0 here for Jarry. By the way, guys, Anthony Hirsch here for the call. QualityShot Tennis. Nicolas Jarry taking on Stefanos Sakellaridis. It was supposed to be Tsitsipas. It's not Tsitsipas. It's not a top 10 player. In fact, it's not a top 100 player. It's not a top 200 player. It's not a top 300 player. Not even a top 400 player. But this kid's pretty good. He's 416th in the world, and he's got a set off of the world number 19, Nicolas Jarry. Let's see what he can do. 15 love here for him, and he's about to serve at 0-1. Trying to make the impossible upset happen. First serve goes out. Second serve. Hour and 34 minutes of play. Steph with the serve to the forehand of Jarry. Forehand to the backhand of Jarry. That goes out. That goes long. It feels like Jarry is nervous. Wouldn't you be nervous in Jarry's position? This guy's playing a guy who's 416th in the world. Like, he's just thinking, man, I should be winning this. I'm top 20. But this guy's playing crazy. He's playing pretty well. Sakellaridis. Hoffman serving for the match. Damn. I got to look at that juice. Dang it. Corda, what are you doing? First match of the season, right? Sebi Corda. Is that right? Wait, let me see. Hold up. Yeah. Hoffman serving for the match. It's 15:30 to 5-4. I'll keep an eye on that. Keep a big eye on that, Juice. Absolutely. Serve the forehand of Jarry. What a shot. What a shot from Jarry off the return, 30-all. This is a big moment here, to be honest. I know it's early, but Sakellaridis just won the second set. He's got to show that he means business. What's the difference between a guy outside the top 400 in the world and Nicolas Jarry, who's in the top 20? Right now, right here, Jarry would just hold. It's not as easy. If you just won a big second set and you're so excited, like, he's got to hold. He's got to put his head down. He's got to hold. He's got to show what he's made of. Forehand, that goes out, 30-40. 30-40. 30-all, by the way, Hoffman against Corda is 2 points away from the match. Sebastian Corda lost from a match point against Djokovic in the Australian Open in Adelaide last year. Might have to save match point himself if he wants to win. It's almost down to match point. 30-40, Jarry with the break point. By the way, we got 36 people on stream. Appreciate everybody joining in. We got the Nicolas Jarry versus Sakellaridis match. QualityShot Tennis has it for you. That's a big serve from Steph. Let's see what Jarry can do. Jarry really needs to step up here. It's Deuce. Yeah, match point. There you go, Juice. Match point. Yeah, I'm not watching that one, but that's got to be crazy. First serve goes wide. Hoffman gets the win over Sebastian Corda. Wow. There you go. Sebi Corda, not a great start to the year. He had a great start in Australia last year. forehand, Sakellaridis, the forehand of Jarry, forehand of Steph. That's of Jarry. Sorry, cross court. That's a great get from Steph though, but a bigger forehand down the line. Jarry has a good forehand. That stands out to me more than anything else. G. Korda, what are you doing to me? Sebi Korda. I try to be unbiased, but like Seb Korda is my like. I want you to do better. He's my exception. Like Korda, step up. Gonzalo, Jarry. Yeah, let's see what we can do. It's the top Chilean. Absolutely. Let's see what we can do, Gonzalo. Nicolas Jarry, what can he do? It's break point here. Big serve out wide. Jarry with a big serve. It wasn't a good return though. Good attempt off the return though. Usually would hit the two-hander. He had tons of time there. Just try to slice it. When you're as tall as these guys, it's not easy to hit a slice off a big serve. He should have risked it and went with the two-hander rather than slicing it back. The slice doesn't give him anything. At least if you risk and you fail, at least you're going for something, you know? But anyway, Sakellaridis, Stefanos here back at the line. Jarry making some nervy choices, nervy shots. Steph with the serve. Jarry forehand. Cross court. The forehand of Sakellaridis. Backhand. The forehand of Sakellaridis. Backhand Jarry. The backhand slice of Sakellaridis. Forehand. Jarry, that's big. Inside out. That's a great get. 360 from Sakellaridis. Forehand. Jarry comes in. Forehand volley. Put away. Cross court. Oh, Sakellaridis still runs for it. A Djokovic-like slide from the world number 416. But Jarry says, I'm top 20. Okay. Break point. Break point. I'm enjoying this a lot. That's a good first match to call for 2024. We got the world number 416 trying to pull off the upset of the century. But it's Jarry who's trying to prove the toughness that we've seen time and time before from him. Advantage for Jarry at the break point. See if he can take it here. This guy has crazy athleticism for 6'5". Keeps making crazy slides. First serve in the net, second serve. Break point number 3 here, second serve. Serve down the tee, forehand. Jarry into the forehand of Steph. Forehand. Steph into the forehand of Jarry. Forehand rally. Forehand down the line. That's big. Jarry. Oh, what a get. Oh, it just has stopped the tape. Almost one of the best gets of the match. I think Stefanos is asking for a medical timeout or something. He's talking to the umpire. Looks like he had some discomfort in his hand. Talk to the ump. But it's deuce at 0-1. Definitely wouldn't be the upset of the century, but I feel that's true, Larry. That's true. Yeah, there would be much more monumental upsets, and they're just better upsets. Like against Schwartzman, the unranked guy, Davis Cup, Morazan, and Rome last year, for example. And then there are others that happened early in the year, like Karlovic against Good at Wimbledon, Russell against Nadal. Wouldn't be the upset of the century, but it'd be pretty big. That was more of a hyperbole than anything else, but be a big upset. Advantage to Jarry. Advantage to Jarry. Thanks for joining in, though, Larry, Sean, Juice. Advantage to Nicolas. Breakpoint number 4. Can Jarry finally pull through here? This has got to be the moment. You just got to feel it. That's a forehand shank off a big serve. Back on his side. Another deuce. Just number 4. Just number 4. Wow. Just number 4. I got another question. What is going to be Nicolas Jarry's career high ranking? Predict in the chat. What is going to be Jarry's career high ranking? He's currently number 19 in the world. How far can Jarry go? What is going to be Jarry's career high ranking? I go with I need to give it a thought. I'm gonna be a bit conservative. I think he can go quite high up, but I just don't know. I don't know if the peaks of his game. He's a very complete player and a good mentality. I don't know if the peaks of his game are up there with the weapons that some other players have. Like he has all the weapons, but I'm not sure that his forehand is as good as some other players' forehand, et cetera, at the very top. I'm going to say 17 or 16. But if you say higher, that's great. I would hope so. Jarry, I love watching Jarry play. I'll go 17. I'm going to be pretty conservative. 8 to 12. Okay. That'd be all. 8th in the world for Jarry. It'd be crazy. Advantage 2, Sakellaridis. Sakellaridis at the line. Serve. Sakellaridis trying to say 4 break points. Wow. Serve out wide. Backhand. That goes long. Sakellaridis puts his hands in the air like he's won the match. Wow. Jarry, Sakellaridis, 1 game apiece. By the way, guys, we will have the Rafa Nadal taking on Dominic team match later. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, all of that. Nadal versus team match. That's going to be a live play-by-play and live stream for that match on Quality Shot Tennis. Also, we will have Raducanu match as well. A lot of stuff going on. Because I hate the way the rankings are constructed, probably top 10 Larry. Interesting. Okay. So I'm assuming probably like number 10, number 9 then, since you said it that way. That could be. I could see Jarry as a top 10 player. I just don't know if realistically he's going to do that. Like, it's easier to say on paper, but I'd love to see him work hard and get there. I think he's only like 25, so he's got time. He seems to like to play on all 3 surfaces, or at least he was good at Wimbledon last year. What a squash shot get from Sakellaridis. Another get. Wow. Oh my God. Smash put away. 2 unbelievable gets from Sakellaridis, to be honest. Jarry finally finishes it. Jarry's like, where'd they find this guy? But anyway, 15 love. Larry, that's an interesting comment, though. Are you saying because you feel like you would wish that the rankings were constructed in such a way that you wish that players would have to beat top players in order to rise up in the rankings? Or what do you mean? How would the rankings be better, like, constructed? Like, would you prioritize beating a top 5 player over beating a player in the top 50? Or what's that? Because that I think that's an interesting discussion. Just curious. 15 love. Serve here from Jarry. Serve out wide, forehand. The forehand of Jarry inside in. What a I mean, this guy's athleticism unbelievable. Forehand, cross-court forehand of Jarry, down the line, backhand, Sakellaridis. The forehand of Jarry, inside out, backhand, Sakellaridis still gets to one in the world. Smash put away from Jarry, 30 love. This guy's playing really well. 30 love, though, for Jarry. Sakellaridis is feeling that he's on the side of the court. The crowd's got to get behind him, pick him up. He's he looks tired or something, or just, let's see. He is really making his body work. He's asking the crowd what else he needs to do. Try and get the crowd involved. Manuel, who will win the set? Who will win the set? Jarry is the obvious pick, but the other guy's playing really well, Sakellaridis. So, never seen this guy before, Steph, but this Steph guy, but. Serve into the net from Jarry, second serve. He's looking tired, though, for sure, and he's kind of feeling out the hand a little bit. Maybe needs to conserve some energy. Sure, he's not used to this kind of high-level, high-pressure scenario, so he might start cramping. Who knows? Hopefully not. We want to see a good match. That goes out from Sakellaridis, 40 love. All right, Sean, no problem. Yeah, it's late where you're at, I'm sure. See you on the next one. Always good to have you in here. I think that's a goal of Jarry for this year, be 10 or more. Anyway, he has to improve some aspects of his plan. Yeah. Well, I feel like he doesn't have a clear weakness. It's just like, yeah, he needs to add some more variety is one thing. And not hit as central, improve the placement of his serve, of his shots. That would be a big goal. It's just like making everything a little bit better, I think. Big serve out wide. Jarry gets to 2-1. Nicolas Jarry at 2-1. See what the Chilean can do to wave off this guy, Sakellaridis. Steph. By the way, somebody mentioned earlier, I think this is an interesting thing to talk about. Then we'll get to the match, but just a quick thing. Grand Slam. Players who have won the Grand Slam. What does that mean? Grand Slams happen for a year. The Grand Slam, the calendar year Grand Slam, is when somebody wins all 4 in the same season. So the players who have done that in the past in singles. Don Budge did it on the men's side. Maureen Connolly did it on the women's side. Rod Laver did it twice on the men's side. Margaret Court did it on the women's side. And then Graf did it on the women's side. So it has happened a calendar year Grand Slam in men's or women's singles has happened 6 times. It's happened 6 times, but it has not happened since Steffi Graf did it in 1988. So it's been 36 years. 36 years since the last time a person won 4 majors in the same year in singles. That's a long time. We'll see if somebody can do it. We'll see if somebody can do it. The last time somebody won the Grand Slams, the last time that somebody won the Golden Slam as well. In fact, Steffi Graf's the only player to win the calendar year Golden Slam in singles. So we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? It's happened a lot of times in wheelchair tennis since then, but in regular tennis, in the men's and women's singles divisions, regular men's and women's singles divisions. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe Djokovic can do it. He's gotten a few points away a few times. So exactly, yeah, he's got to improve. Jarry's just got to improve on every little parts of his game. Just make it at a top level. I hope that he gets up there. 2-1 for Jarry. Nole was seen on the practice court getting treatment on his wrist. Dutchy, that's an interesting thing. I need to see more about it. Novak was having a few injury concerns in Australia around this time last year as well. Listen, so he's about to be 37 years old. The body doesn't get any younger. We'll see. Hopefully that doesn't play too big of an effect. Sakellaridis at the line, 1-2. Kick serve, forehand of Jarry. Forehand Sakellaridis down the line. Oh, what a shot from Sakellaridis. Paints the line. Shout out to TSN Plus. LOL, nice. Yeah, I need to see more of that. I need to see a clip of how much it hurts, if he can feel like he can still hit the forehand in practice, et cetera, and how he looks in a match. Because if he's in people in practice, like if anything is hurting just a little bit, the players will want to put a lot of emphasis on that and make sure that that's not a problem in matches. In a match, he might be able to play through it, or plays a big effect. So I guess we'll see. 30 love for Sakellaridis, 1-2. If you're just joining in, by the way, we got the live call, Quality Shot Tennis. Anthony here on the call. Anthony Hirsch here on the call. Nicolas, Jarry, Chilean taking on the Greek. Stefanos Sakellaridis was supposed to be Tsitsipas. It is the world number 416, the world 19-year-old, who's playing a really good match against Nicolas Jarry. I look at some of the stats of the match too, and for when we get into the bookend of this match, business end of the match. 40 love, 1-2. Hour and 49 minutes played. Serve down the tee, forehand. Sakellaridis the forehand of Jarry. That goes out. Sakellaridis with a love hold. That's a big hold. Big hold. It looked like the trainer was trying to pull off Nole's wrist from the arm. Anthony, Jesus Christ. Trainer is causing more wrist injuries. The trainer is the problem. No, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. So we'll see how that looks. That'd be crazy if that plays a big part in his Australian Open. Absolutely a big hold, Larry. Yeah, that shows a lot of guts and a lot of strength to get through something like that. Absolutely, especially at this point in the match. Love hold. Jarry forehand in the net. Jarry is hitting too many errors, by the way. Hey, what's up, Karul? Will you be covering the Emma Raducanu match in Auckland? No. Bianca, who is a new commentator. Please, everybody, be nice to Bianca. Welcome her in. Do all that. She's great for the channel. I watched her first stream. She seems like she's great. Has some good tennis content already out there. But it'll be Bianca, another tennis commentator for Quality Shot Tennis, who will be commentating that one. New commentator. She'll be commentating that one. I will be back to commentate more matches, though. But Bianca, another commentator, will be commentating the Raducanu match. And then David will be commentating the Nadal versus Team match much later on. Yeah, big hold. Larry, that's a great topic. I'll get to that during the kind of changeover. Forehand Jarry, big inside out, backhand Sakellaridis. That's a good eye from Jarry to leave that 15-all. 15 all, 2-2. Serve Jarry down the tee. That's a good serve from Nicolas Jarry, the Chilean, 30-15. Good serve. Hour and 50 minutes played. Serve Jarry down the tee. Backhand lob. Smash Jarry. Easy as you like. 3-2. Easy as you like from Jarry. 3-2. I think the rankings in tennis are just pretty silly. Unlike the other sports, they feel made up. Like when Carlos was number one, no one felt like he was better than Novak. No one. He was even in underdog. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel that. I'm wondering what you would like to have improved about the rankings, because currently the big stakes are on the biggest tournaments, or the tournaments that people feel are the biggest tournaments. So I'm just kind of wondering, do you wish that there was a bigger gap between the biggest tournaments in the world, from the ATP 500s, ATP 250s, or what would you kind of like to see improve? But the problem with Novak was that he didn't play the Australian Open or the US Open. So it was kind of hard for him to be number one when Carlos was number one in the world. So that's what I would say to that. Usually it feels pretty spot on to me for who the best players in the world are. And usually it's a problem of players not playing. Like Jack Draper obviously shouldn't be whatever, number 55 in the world. Like we all look at Jack Draper as not number 55 in the world, like, but he just doesn't play enough. So it's kind of be my answer to that. But I respect if somebody thinks the rankings should be done differently. I'm just kind of curious, what do you think should be improved about that? I think it would be cool if players didn't have to defend points and just carried their ranking over to the next year. That would be interesting. I like that. I like that. But I guess the question would be is, for example, if like, say somebody wins a Grand Slam 5 years ago and now they're not winning anything, and then somebody else is like, has won like 3 ATP 500s in the last 3 weeks, and like, you know, is doing this. And this guy who won a Grand Slam and a Masters like 5 years ago still has like 3,500 points. Does that make it, or like 4,000 points? Does that make it feel like, that makes it feel like this guy's way above this other guy who's playing way better at the moment? So that'd be my kind of concern, but I actually quite like that. I quite like that, Ashley. That's not a bad one. Larry agreed. Okay. Interesting. I would need to think about it more, but I don't see huge issues with that. The numbers would get quite astronomical. So it'd be kind of hard to think about in terms of points, but that would be one thing. But I don't see a lot of concerns with that. Forehand Sakellaridis, the backhand slice of Jarry. Forehand Sakellaridis. Inside out to the backhand Jarry. Cross court. Backhand Sakellaridis down the middle. Forehand inside out. It's a big one. Sakellaridis still gets with a big slide. And that's a forehand out from Jarry. Jarry looking at his Chile team and just saying, who is this guy? I don't know this guy. Vamos, Jarry. Okay, Maria, let's see what Jarry can do. Fabian. Hey, what's up, Fabian? It's funny that his grandfather, James Falol, is the captain for the United Cup. By the way, Falol was ranked as number 14 in 1974. Yes. Falol is a great player, great Chilean player back in the day. Another fun fact for you is that Jamie Falol, I believe, is the tournament director of the Chile Open, or at least he is his grandfather, and he was there at the Chile Open when Jarry got his first won that title. Jarry was unranked for like a minute, and then he came back last year in a big way. So Jarry has a good mentality on him. He'll keep fighting. 40 love. First serve into the net. Second serve. Kick serve. Forehand of Jarry. The forehand Sakellaridis. Forehand Jarry. The forehand of Sakellaridis. Backhand slice Jarry. The backhand slice of Sakellaridis. Forehand of Jarry. Ooh, that's a big one. 40-15. No points on Wimbledon. Stuffed up a ranking for a couple of years. Yeah, true. Yeah, rankings aren't always perfect. It's especially not perfect when some players are not able to play. But like there are times when I've looked at the ATP rankings, I'm like, wow, this is perfect. To be honest, like I'm like, wow, I like this point system because I like feel like this is like perfect. This everybody is kind of where they should be. Sometimes it's not like that, absolutely, but a lot of the times I do feel like that, so it's kind of good. And I do put some weight into the ATP 500s, ATP 250s. So I guess maybe I look at it in a different way than some other people, but still, forehand cross court. What a rally they're having at the moment. Squash shot. Forehand Jarry comes to net. Yeah, he's going to be there here too. Slice lob. Smash from the back. Oh, what a smash from Jarry. He fist bumps. 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. Listen, this match, it's not a match between like a lot of people haven't even heard of Sakellaridis, so it's not a match between two players that are well known in tennis, but it's still pretty fun to watch. 40-30. Sakellaridis is a unique player. This guy's a tall player, but he's not a big server. He's more of like a really good mover and athlete more than anything. Really young, still has ways to improve, but I see a lot of potential. If he can improve on the serve, on his forehand and ground strokes, he's got some room for improvements, but in a good way. He's got room to grow. Forehand drop shot. Oh, Jarry had the point one. Jarry was at 40 love. He was at 40-30 in a winning position. Then he goes for a drop shot. Nicolas Jarry, you're not a drop shotter. Don't have to do that. Don't have to do that. Gianluca, but Tsitsipas. Yeah, Tsitsipas pulled out. Stefanos Tsitsipas pulled out. It's another Greek player, Stefanos Sakellaridis. Instead, he took a spot. 3 games apiece. Jarry taking on Sakellaridis. Now we're in the business end of the match. I'm not sure about protected rankings. My thing about protected rankings, here's my thing about protected rankings. There should not be so many protected rankings in majors. I think the protected ranking is a great thing for the sport. It allows players who are really top level players who are injured ways to get back into the sport and grow their ranking. It's important. But what the thing is, when you have 8, 9 protected ranking players in the tournament, guess what? You already have 16 qualifiers. You have 8 wild cards. That's already 24 spots for a major. By the way, big forehand from Jarry. Oh, nearly around the net from Sakellaridis. Just hits the pole. 15 love for Jarry. But when you have, so that's 16 spots, right? If you have 9 protected rankings in a major, for example, that means that 25 spots are taken up by players, 16 qualifiers, 8 wildcards. That's 24 spots. Then you have 9 more spots from protected rankings. That's 33 people in a draw who don't get in by ranking. That's how many out of 128? That means not just the top 95 players in the world get in. Presumably, it should be the top 104, the top 100 players as well. I think if you're in the top 100, you should be able to get into the major. You want the players playing the best at the moment getting into the majors, which is another reason for the argument that ranking shouldn't carry over for a year. Ranking points shouldn't carry over for years because you want to rank the best players playing at the moment. Just my opinion, but so I just think there are too many protected rankings because you get a guy who was ranked outside of the top 100 in the world using a protected ranking to get in. He might take the spot of the top 100 of the world number 100 because there are so few spots. So that's just the thing. There should be a limit for number of protected ranking entries into majors, in my opinion. Back end of Jarry sliced. Ooh, slices away. That's a great slice from Jarry. Using the variety, it's 40 love for Jarry to get 4-3. Vamos, Jarry. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. I can't believe Australia made it through to the quarterfinals, Juice. Demonor likes playing the ATP Cup, United Cup. He's been good. Let me take a look at that. Is Storm Sanders or Storm Hunter or whatever, is she playing? Because she's a good doubles player. Yeah, Tsitsipas is not playing, Moa. It's he was replaced by Sakellaridis. Forehand Jarry, cross court. That goes out 4-3 for Nicolas Jarry. Exactly. Also, his brother Diego Jarry starting with his career. That's cool. Jarry is a great player. It'd be great to see his brother on tour too, like other South Americans, Cerundolo brothers, But yeah, 4-3 for Jarry. I'll be right back to call the end of this one. Juice Storm played with Ebden last night. Okay, there you go. Yeah, great doubles players. Ebden is a great doubles player. I don't know if anybody saw this match. Did anybody watch? I know I don't know how many doubles watchers we have in here, but Matthew Ebden and Max Purcell beating Ebden and Pavic, or what's her name? Mektic and Pavic at Wimbledon last year or in 2022. Crazy match. 5th set tiebreaker. Matthew Ebden is a great doubles player. Really, really good. And he was playing with Bopana all season. Australia has some great players on their team. When you have doubles and singles, that really helps. They got some good doubles players. So, yeah, Jarry playing for Chile. Try to keep Chile alive. 15 love. This kid is annoying, Jarry. This Greek kid. This kid, Sakellaridis. It's hard for me to say his name. But Sakellaridis playing for Greece. Really putting up a really good match here. Forehand in the net. 15 all. 15 all. Juice, great match. Yeah, that doubles match was insane. I usually don't watch that much doubles either. I kind of want to start watching more doubles, but that match was crazy. Absolutely. 15 all. Sakellaridis serving at 15 all, 3-4. Backhand. The forehand of Jarry inside out. Backhand goes out from Jarry. 30-15 for Sakellaridis. Storm and Ebden are both from Perth too. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, you got 2 cities this year in the United Cup. I think last year you had 3 cities in Australia. This year it's just 2. Was there Brisbane last year as well, Juice, for the United Cup? Because Brisbane now has a 250 going on at the same time, so that might be why they would have left. Auckland also has a 250 at the moment. Backhand the net. Jarry is hitting a load of errors, by the way. I'm going to see if the stats show the unforced error count. Going to look at the stats real quick. It's 40-15 for Sakellaridis. Let me look real quick. Always going to look at some stats, see what's going on. It doesn't show the errors, but it's a lot of errors from Nicolas Jarry. I kind of thought that it might not. But what's going on between the lines? Sakellaridis really isn't. The serve stats aren't doing that much, but he saved 10 of 11 break points, which is massive. You can be serving terribly as long as you're saving your break points. So that's been the story of that. Right now, though, it's at 40-15. Pretty comfortable at the moment. The unforced error count is high for Jarry, though, no doubt. Brisbane last year, but no Brisbane International Juice. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So that's cool. So Sydney, Perth, and Brisbane last year, and this year just Sydney and Perth. Ken Rosewall Arena, 40-30. Ken Rosewall, obviously one of the greats of the game, one of the Australian greats. I was saying earlier in the stream, I want the American players to do well. I want the Australian players to do well too. What I would think would be funny is if like players from the UK, France, England, and America all start doing so well, because we were dominating the game like for a long time. I want to see all these countries from the OG countries like doing well, especially because we've been struggling for a long time. It's been Serbia, Switzerland, Great Britain has still had Andy Murray, which is great for them. Serbia, Switzerland, Great Britain, and why am I going on a blank here? Djokovic, Federer, and Nadal, and Spain, of course. Serbia, Switzerland, Spain, and Great Britain have been dominating the game. So that's kind of what it is. Those have been the big four countries now. Vamos, Nico. Okay, Lewis, good to have you in here. 4-4. This is much closer than I'd say anybody expected. Sakellaridis has shown up with a good ball. Jamie Filol watching courtside for Chile. Jarry at the line. This could be an important game. Serve, down the tee, back in volley. Too good. Too good from Jarry, showing off the volley skills. Vamos, Nico. Okay. See what Nicolas Jarry can do. It's a good volley. It's a good volley. $15 love. 15 left. Jarry trying to keep Chile alive in the United Cup. Serve out wide. That's a lob way up high. That might go in. Oh, goes just out. Wow. 30 love. 30 love. 30 love. Australia needs another a top 10 men's player. Well, I'll tell you what, Juice. de Minaur is pretty close. de Minaur is number 12 in the world. He's got to defend Australian Open 4th round, but if you believe that he could get to the 4th round like I do, he might be able to, if he can defend those points, he might be able to get into the top 10 sneakily. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, Kyrgios should have been the top 10, but he didn't have points from Wimbledon in 2022. Back into the net. 40 love for Jarry. Let's see what Jarry can do here. Trying to finish off the world number 416, but the world, this kid, Sakellaridis, he's been good. This guy's been good. Nico, number 1 in Chile, the best. Okay. There you go. Numero 1, yeah. He's the top Chilean. He's very good. One of the first matches I called for this channel was with Jarry. Upset Casper Ruud in Geneva last year, semifinal. Great match. Kick serve. Forehand. Jarry. Oh, that goes just in. I thought it was going out. Surely. Forehand swing volley. Steps in. Sakellaridis still runs, but that's in the net. 5-4. Nicolas Jarry is 1 game away from taking out the world number 416, but it's much harder than it sounds. This shows you how good, like, if anything, I hope this match shows you how good the players outside the top, like 300, 400, like they're really good players. Like, it almost sounds stupid to say maybe to some people, but to me, it's like, of course, like these are all great top players. It's not easy to even get 1 ATP point. These are people who have just been hustling and hustling. It takes a lot to be where they are. So these players can play good too. On a good day, anybody can play amazing in the ATP rankings. Saludos. You're saying nice. Vamos Chile. Okay. Good to have you. Good to have you, Eduardo. Rooting on Jarry, I'm sure. Vamos Nico. Okay, Hector. Jarry. Let's see what Nicolas Jarry can do. Thank you, everybody joining in. We've had over, at one point, we had over 50 people at once watching on stream. We have over 35 at the moment. Great to see. Great to see. Good to have you in here. Eduardo, Lewis, Hector, Maria, Juice. Juice, you've been here for most of the stream. Great. Maria, Fabian, Gianlucci, Larry. Some interesting comments as well. Dutchy, always joining in. Great. Sean, some interesting comments as well. Ashley joining in. Ayla, Jane. Who else we had in here? Mella, Melamo Welnini, Ghost of Jarylidis. We've had a lot of people in here. Shout out all y'all. In the chat, 5-4. It's been Anthony Hirsch on the commentary. Don't subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis. We got a lot of stuff coming. And Bianca, another commentator for Quality Shot Tennis, she'll have the Raducanu match later on. And then after that, it will be Nadal versus Team in the other match. So join in for those as well. But right now, Nicolas Jarry is 1 game away from taking this third set. It's not been rock solid from Jarry at all, but he's 1 game away. It's been a great match from from Sakellaridis. So from Steph. 19-year-old to serve at 4-5. Let's see what Jarry can do. He's 1 game away. Forehand. The forehand of Sakellaridis back in Jarry. That's in the net. Another error from Jarry. It's too many errors. So many errors. Let's go, Nico. Let's go. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. He's 1 game away. Jarry is 4 points away. That's the other guy with the serve. Serve from Sakellaridis. Serve down the tee, forehand. Jarry into the backhand of Jarry. That goes out. 30 love for Sakellaridis. 30 love. 30 love for Sakellaridis. World number 416 trying to cause an upset. But listen, it's kind of different when it's a young guy. When it's like Steven Diaz playing for Canada, or even much more example is much crazier than that. A guy like this who's outside the top 400 in the world and it's never been higher. It's kind of different when it's a guy who's like 30 years old rather than a guy who's 19. Like this guy isn't at his peak yet. Like this might be the start of something. You know what I mean? So it's always interesting playing a younger guy because this guy is outside the top 400, but he might crack the top 100, whether it's this year or next year or the year after or in 10 years. Who knows? 40 love for Sakellaridis. Tsitsipas is playing right now. No, Mela. Tsitsipas is not playing. It's just Sakellaridis. Tsitsipas is out. Sakellaridis took his spot in the match. But Sakellaridis taking on Jarry. Forehand of Sakellaridis, the forehand of Jarry, cross court. Forehand Sakellaridis, the backhand of Jarry. Backhand Sakellaridis, the backhand of Jarry, cross court. Backhand Sakellaridis. That's in the net. 40-15. Jarry almost climbed up from 40 love, by the way, in a service game a couple of games ago. He played impressively last year too. Jarry, yes, he did. Jarry did, yeah. He played very well all year. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Glad for you to join in. 40-15 for Sakellaridis. This has turned out to be a good match, though, to be honest. Sakellaridis with the serve. Out wide, that goes long. Second serve. 2 hours and 14 match time, by the way. 2 hours and 14 minutes played. Backhand on the line. Backhand Jarry. Cross court. The backhand forehand of Jarry. Big forehand. The backhand of Sakellaridis. Forehand of Nico. Forehand drop shot. Keeps missing the slices and the drop shot. Does Jarry. 5-5. Some questionable shot choices from Jarry. Juice, I'm at Sakellaridis. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I haven't really followed him that much, Juice. But if you could tell me more about him, it'd be great. Yeah, I thought you meant Jarry. Yeah, he's a young guy. So hopefully he keeps that up. 5-5. First time I'm watching him. So Faison kind of hit me up and was like, "Do you want to still call the match?" And I was like, "Well, I like watching Jarry, and he's trying to keep Chile alive in the tournament, and it will be interesting for me to watch this kid for the first time." So he's playing well. This Sakellaridis, this guy. Nico Jarry. Yep. 5-5. It's getting close. Vamos Chile. Jarry trying to keep Chile alive. Jarry with the serve. Inside out. Forehand to the forehand of Jarry. Backhand. Oh, that hits the tape. Goes wide though. 15 love for Jarry. 15 love for Jarry. 2 hours and 60 minutes played. 15 love. Serve from Jarry inside out to the back end of Sakellaridis. That goes out. It's 30 love for the Chilean. 5-5. First serve in the net from Jarry. Second serve. Kick serve. Serve and volley. Backhand. Drop volley. Sakellaridis. Oh, he almost goes right at Jarry, but it's in the net. Chile fans cheering loudly, by the way. 40 love. Fans to the Chile fans, the crowd. Chilean fans. Yeah, Lewis. Jarry. We'll see. He's at 40 love. See if Jarry can win this. Nearly goes right at Jarry, by the way. A bit awkward. Serve down the tee, forehand volley. It might be good enough. Sakellaridis nearly with a forehand pass cross court, but it's too good from Jarry. 6-5. Is this going to be a third set tiebreaker? It's a tiebreaker when it gets to 6-6. So, 52 minutes set so far. 52 minutes set so far. Yeah, 6-5 is 1 game away. 1 game away is Jarry. 1 game is Jarry. By the way, guys, don't forget to like the stream if you are enjoying it. Anthony here on the call for QualityShot Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new. We will have the Rafael Nadal Dominic team match on QualityShot Tennis later today. So please join in for that. Also join in for the Raducanu match as well. BN, yeah. Let's see what Jarry can do. He's 1 game away. Jarry doing well. 1 game away. By the way, Stefanos is doing a lot of physical practices behind the scenes. Seems like he wasn't physically good enough to go here. Chris, go Greece. Okay. Got some Greek fans in here too. Rune for Steph. Rune for the Greek teenager. Let's see what Vamos Nico. Okay. Vamos Nicolas Jarry. We got a lot of Chilean fans in here cheering on their man Nicolas. See what they can do. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Don't forget to subscribe as well. We do tennis live streams all the time. We got Nadal versus team match later on as well. Join in for that. All right, Sakellaridis at the line. The serve really hasn't been that good for Sakellaridis so far, but it's been just good enough. He's been clutch. That's a good return, and that's in the net from Sakellaridis. Love 15. Jarry is 3 points away. Nicolas Jarry is 3 points away. Love 15. Trying to keep Chile alive. First serve in the net. This could be a nervy moment for this guy who doesn't have a lot of experience for Sakellaridis. I'm just gonna start calling him Stefanos. Sakellaridis is a mouthful. Steph with a forehand. Cross scoring to the forehand of Jarry. Just cross the net. Backhand slice into the forehand of Jarry. Backhand of Steph. And forehand at volley. What a shot. Forehand for a pass. What a shot again. Backhand at volley. Forehand. That goes out. Jarry fist bumps. Point of the match from Nicolas Jarry. That's what you came to see from the Chilean. Okay. He's 2 points away. Eduardo, go. Yep. Even if he gets the match point, though, Sakellaridis has been clutch on his serve. He really, for a guy with a 6'5" height, you really would expect him to have a big serve. He doesn't have it at all. He's been kicking in most serves. Jarry needs to step in here and take advantage of that. But what Sakellaridis has been clutch. Jarry needs to play clutch. He needs to play smart. He's got to take this. Let's see what Jarry can do. Sakellaridis is an absolute roar, though. I like the passion, though. He's really caring about the match. I love to see it. Backhand Jarry blocked. That's good. Big fist bump from Sakellaridis. 15-30. I'll keep my eye on this guy. I like Steph. I'll keep my eye on him. Good. Yeah. Jarry is 2 points away. Chile. Got a lot of Jarry fans. A lot of people rooting for Chile in this tournament. It's like English football. That's what's good about like country team events in tennis. People rooting for their countries. It's great. Brings a lot of passion to the game. That's why Davis Cup is always so crazy. Forehand, cross court, forehand squash of Jarry is a great shot. Forehand Jarry, that goes out. 30-all. 30-all, 30-30. All tied up. It's a tie between the world number 416 and world number 19. Jarry trying to get this done. But dare I say it, Sakellaridis might be playing the more clutch of the two at the moment. Yeah, they're showing the stat at the moment. I knew it was crazy. 35 unforced errors for Nicolas Jarry. 17 for Sakellaridis. Jarry probably plays a slightly bigger game, but still, way too many. Serve into the backhand of Jarry. Forehand. That clips the tape. Oh, and it pushes it long. And or no, that goes out there. That's an unlucky net cord from Sakellaridis, and it is match point. It is match point after 2 hours and 23 minutes played. Can Nicolas Jarry finish this off now? This is Jarry's 12th break point of the match. He's only converted one. 1 point dividing them, 30-40. 1 point dividing the two. Stefanos Sakellaridis at the line. Young Greek teenager. First serve in the net, second serve. Second serve. Second serve, kick serve, the forehand of Jarry, forehand Sakellaridis, the forehand of Jarry going big, forehand Sakellaridis, the backhand of Jarry, backhand Sakellaridis, just kind of keeping it in. Forehand Jarry, he's not keeping it in, he's going big at it. Forehand, again big to the forehand of Sakellaridis, playing a lot of defense, way behind the baseline. Forehand cross court, forehand Jarry, cross court, forehand down the line. What a clutch shot, backhand cross court, no way! Big slide, Jarry gets it done, hits it into the crowd. The Chile fans go crazy. There's a lot of Greek fans, but Nicolas Jarry gets it done. It wasn't easy. It wasn't his best match, but he gets it done at the end of the day. Keeps Chile alive in the United Cup. All right, big hug between the two players. It's good to see. I got my eye on Sakellaridis. This guy has great athleticism for his height. If he can get more consistency on kind of the forehand and the serve, he's a guy to watch. But a good win for Nicolas Jarry. Get it in the end. He is a clutch player at the end of the day, even if at times it wasn't the best. But yeah, he still did well to get the win at the end, and he keeps Chile alive in United Cup, which is the big thing. Great match point as well. All right, guys, if you're going to head out, thanks everybody for joining in for the stream. We had a lot of people joining in. It wasn't Tsitsipas, but it was Jarry, and it was him taking on another player who put up a great fight and performance. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, QualityShot Tennis. There will be another stream later tonight. That new commentator for the channel, Bianca, will be having that one, the Raducanu match versus Ruse. And then later on after that, it will be the team versus Zanola match. So please join in for those streams as well. It's been Anthony Hirsch here on the call. Thank you, as always, for joining in. So we got in here, Vamos. Point of the game. Yeah, match point. You got it done, Jarry. Jarry, GG. Yep, Juice. Jarry got it done, GG. Tough match for Jarry. Good on him. Yeah, he's going to get confidence from the fact that he could at least pull it out at the end of the day. Vamos, yep. It got scary. He was like, who is this kid? It got scary. Thank you, Ashley. As always, appreciate you. Chile, yep. Chile saying it's going to be a mixed doubles to decide it. Zachary won for Greece. Jarry won for Chile. So it's going to be a decider between Chile and Greece in the big tennis tournament that starts off the year. It's going to be Chile versus Greece. You love to see it. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Chile or Greece? It was Jarry winning, Chile in the form of Jarry winning, playing the singles tennis today, which is great. Thank you, Juice. Thank you, Marina. It was fun. Yeah, I appreciate it. Go Sakellaridis. Played very well today. Yeah, I got my eye on him for sure. Thank you, Fabian. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you're new as well. Have a good day / night, everyone. Absolutely. Thank you, Dutchie, like always. All right, bye, everyone. I've got to head out. It was 6-3, 3-6, 7-5 for Nicolas Jarry. It wasn't his best match, but he got it done at the end of the day. He keeps Chile alive. Jarry is a lot of fun to watch when he's playing well. And like I said, a pretty complete player. Gets it done in 2 hours, 24 minutes. Keep your eye on the world number 416, 19-year-old Stefanos Sakellaridis. Could be the next kind of Tsitsipas, the next Greek guy coming up. He played well. Really good athleticism and good potential in this game. So anyway, that's it for me. Like I said, join in for Nadal team. Back on this channel later on in the day. I'll be here for more streams, and I will see you guys at the next one.